as the season came to an end, and anything beyond that, I would prefer to kind of keep those discussions internal.
That he does. What do you say I do? I asked if he was going to get a contract extension. Okay. I do, he says. He thinks he's going to. Well, guess what? I'll say this. They'd be nuts to trade him. What, you don't want to pay him market value? I mean, he's really good at his job, and I've seen it personally. I've seen it. I've seen the way he talks. I've seen the way that he can inspire a room. I've seen the way that he inspires his players. Remember, I came on from the hotel room in London telling you, I just had an incredible broadcast meeting with this guy. Justin Jefferson loves him. Sam Darnold got coached up. They'd be lucky with J.J. McCarthy to have him coach him. I mean, if you've got a 21-year-old kid coming off a knee surgery and you're trying to figure out who he is, this is the guy to do it. And I understand they just crapped out over the last 2 weeks. Maybe he's learning on the job, too, a little bit. I don't know. I mean, defensively, they got torched also in that first half. And Brian Flores might get a job somewhere else, too. I think he's interviewing with the Jets today or over the weekend. I don't know. You'd be nuts to let him walk. Or trade him. To who? Which coach?
Well,
which spot?
Jerry should offer some picks for him.
But why would you trade picks for somebody when you can hire somebody?
There's no Kevin O'Connell in this cycle.
You don't know. You can try and find. I mean, 3 years ago there was a Kevin O'Connell in the cycle. Why can't there be one there? Why can't Ben Johnson be that guy? Why can't Liam Cohen be that guy? Why can't David Shaw be that guy? Right? I don't know. You found your guy, you keep him. Why would you want to go back in that market to try and find the next one? That's the point I'm trying to make on that front. If you're Jacksonville, do you trade for him?
Ooh, that's spicy.
That's one. You got a young quarterback. You want Trevor Lawrence. Like, that's the guy to go get.
That's fun. I like that.
You know, I mean, that would be an interesting choice. And if you're Kevin O'Connell, it's Justin Jefferson you're scheming for, man.
I don't think he wants to leave.
No, right?
But if he wants a 4 or 5 year extension at 15 per, that's maybe not something the ownership is interested in.
Well, then you're in the wrong business, because if you hire somebody that's that good, that's what you pay him. Yeah. And it's, by the way, like a quarter of your quarterback too, this day and age. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Welcome to Staples.
I am so pumped. My business is going to kill it this year.
Awesome. How can I help?
First, a new computer.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you save big on tech.
And new posters.
Save on custom printing, too.
And,
a new chair?
A chair? Who has time to sit?
Maybe all your new clients?
Now you're talking.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you'll find huge savings on custom prints, storage, chairs, and tech. And now save up to $175 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. And
where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with U.S. Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. U.S. Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. U.S. Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for Smokehouse Night featuring ribs, chicken, and brisket every second Friday of the month.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates! Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
We believe. Not only did we win the fight, we won the game. Hell yeah!
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what?
You
agree with me?
I agree.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Clip that, Shirley.
Miss Shirley, have you scanned your MVP card back on Pirate Radio? Now!
Have you scanned your MVP card? I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's the tater right there.
It's a damn tater. So you're the You can't say that.
This is the worst human being I've ever known.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And come on and hang out with us on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. What's on your mind on this Thursday? just over 48 hours away from Commanders Lions. Also, Chiefs Texans coming up on Saturday. Sunday, it's the Eagles and the Rams. And then the Ravens and Bills in a showdown. You can hear those games right here on Pirate Radio if you're out and about. We'll talk NFL playoffs. We'll talk Notre Dame, Ohio State, little college basketball, and more coming up, including some ECU baseball. Austin Knight, AK, will join us coming up at 5 o'clock on today's show to let you know about these new ECU arms and what we've got returning as well. We'll get an update on Jake Hunter and get to your questions as well. Austin Knight, pitching coach of the Pirates, joins us coming up at 5 o'clock. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, joins us coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll get his thoughts on Notre Dame and Ohio State. Our guy, 47, Rahjai Harris, will join us on the show to get you ready for his appearance at Shimmer coming up on Saturday from 11 to 1. Jeff Nadu will have his place for NFL Divisional Round Weekend, Championship Game, and College Hoops. And Zach Kaplan will join us as well. We'll recap the Orange Bowl, see how he's doing. Is he still depressed? Has he moved on? We'll talk to Zach Kaplan coming up on the show as well. We've got Shirley Rhodes in the house. J-Bone, Jared Watkins is here. Intern Grayson is here. Very pink today, once again. We got left side.
Strong side.
Salesman. Chandler Honeycutt's here. What's up, Sean?
What's up, Clipper?
Good to see you. I like when you start the show with me.
Yes, sir. Just like old times.
It's like a blanket.
That's a ricochet shot to A-Harp, but
it is not. Danny Beal is here. Hey, Danny.
What's up?
What's up, DB?
Danny, great performance yesterday. Let's clean it up a little bit today.
Yeah, apparently you can't say the D word.
All right. Yeah. We know what we can't say.
You can't say you can talk about penis bets though.
Oh my God, dude. We haven't even got through the open yet. DB here once. He really puts the DB in DB.
Let me tell you.
You know what I mean.
Let me tell you.
Man, big guest list today once again, and looking forward to more baseball talk with AK Austin Knight. What should I ask Austin Knight?
You ever seen those Dos Equis commercials? The most interesting man. He's in that building. He's one of them.
He's the most interesting man in the locker room
because I see him
in the clubhouse.
Very low key, very to himself, kind of almost.
He is. Yeah. Here he is.
Right.
Like I think you guys are a good interview because you make it relaxing. Like you loosen him up a little bit. Because I talked to Coach Palumbo today. And he's like, you guys are. It's always really easy with those guys.
Yeah,
which is a good thing.
He's a good interviewee.
But I think with him, he's got a great background. Like playing in the SEC and under Coach Godwin, coaching at other places besides here. He's just got, and he's learned so much about the game and pitching. And he's a great coach. So. Always good stuff.
Looking forward to catching up with AK Austin Knight later on today. Chat gang in the house. Steve Hill says, "Hey yo."
Hey yo.
Jamie says, "Hey now."
Hey now.
He said he tried to watch Mr. Belvedere as a tribute to Bob Uecker, but it doesn't withstand the test of time.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's a tough one as a fan of Major League, that being my favorite sports movie and one of my favorite movies of all time. He was a big part in making that movie as great and as funny as it was. And I've got a little bit of a Major League montage that we'll hit in a moment. PJ says, hello, Pirate Radio Live gang.
PJ.
Jerry says, hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
And that is that.
Help the bear!
Help the bear! Oh, Lane's nervous about his birds this weekend. Lane, don't be nervous. Lane, why are you nervous? Are you nervous that your team might win and have to face Jaden Daniels in the NFC Championship? Is that making you nervous?
Oh, my goodness.
At the link.
I have no dog in the fight, and I'm nervous.
All right, Mike Vick. Because he doesn't do that anymore. That's why I compared you to him.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have any dogs in the fight. Mike Vick's a head football coach.
Yes, he is, at Norfolk State.
Norfolk State. Do we see them on the schedule? Don't we play them in Old Dominion every year?
We played them in baseball one time in a regional. They weren't very good, but they almost beat us.
No, I'm thinking of... Who am I thinking of?
Who are you thinking of? I don't know.
Who's the outfielder that hung out with the Jungle?
Oh, that is Quinnipiac?
Nah. Yeah?
The dude that got like a goodie basket from them? And was like giving it back to him. That's the first instance that's ever been like publicized.
Coppin State?
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking. Did y'all play them in the regional?
2022.
Yeah.
Coppin State.
I know what you're talking about with Quinnipiac.
That dude was the homie, and he's actually a coach now, which is crazy to think about.
Are we talking about the pitcher?
The outfielder.
Coppin State's
left fielder for Quinnipiac is a coach now.
Do you remember the guy that said, I am the jungle?
That he played for Coppin State.
No. That was Quinnipiac.
This is like who's on first.
Yeah. That was Quinnipiac.
Yeah. Because that guy DM'd me and asked, because he found out I was like PA or whatever, and was like, hey, can you play Welcome to the Jungle when I come out?
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're making this way bigger than it actually is.
Dude, man, I thought it made it fun.
If he was like a 2 seed, I don't, whatever.
Dude, they got to have an edge as a 4 seed. They got to have a chip on the shoulder.
No kidding.
They beat y'all.
Who?
Quinnipiac.
I wasn't here. They beat me.
Once a pirate, always a pirate. Even before you're a pirate.
Don't get me wrong, I was there watching the game.
All right, fine. They beat me.
Sure.
But then I came back and beat them twice.
Yeah.
They woke up a monster in Alec Burleson in that regional. He came in and
Speaking of, Coach Palumbo did say also today that you asked a very good question, or maybe it was the chat, of in your 10 years here, who is the MVP? And he's still he's had 24 hours to think about it. He still doesn't know the answer.
Still mulling it over?
He's like, I don't know, dude. I was like, yeah, I don't, because you got to think like there's guys that have had really good one season as opposed to great careers. I don't know if you could say Burley. He only played 2 years.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, where's Coach Palumbo? You walk in his office and he's in there just going,
he's like, God,
are you still thinking about that, Coach?
I love that he took that question so serious, because I was like, Gavin or Trey, and he was like, well, Gavin really was like a 1-year guy. Yeah. Trey, yeah. So he was going for longevity, which is when we got to, he thought Pack would have been a good response, even a Franny, like guys that were here for a while.
I think Zach's the answer, but.
Zach Agnos?
Yeah.
Yeah. To take that shortstop glove and toss it to Cliff and get the pitcher's mitt.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool.
He didn't even
closed out Virginia on Saturday.
He didn't even play that good when he was a sophomore, but it's still, I don't know.
All right. There's DB's GOAT, Zach Agnos.
That's my GOAT.
Don't tell Jake.
Yeah, I'll have him on the podcast again. They'll just yell at each other about it again.
Jack is ready for baseball season. Kevin says, what's up?
What's up, fellas?
Oh, Jamie's calling out Danny Beal. Said Danny's a fan of Wake Forest, North Carolina, who knows who else. Wow.
Wake Forest is a weird take there. I don't know.
Well, you grew up going to games, I think.
And you were talking about the tie-dye, which I enjoyed that segment yesterday, talking about the
old Wake players, LD Williams.
And I forgot that the student section did the tie-dye shirts.
Yeah.
That really took me back.
That was a big thing for them. That was their I mean, I guess I grew up going to Wake games. I don't cheer for them. I don't root for them. I have had friends that have played for Wake. I root for Carolina basketball.
Wait, why is Jamie calling you out? He roots for 2 colleges at least, Indiana and East Carolina.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't do that. What are you doing with your life, Jamie?
Yeah.
What is Brittany doing with her life?
Great question, Mike Patrick. Can we hear that, please? Because anytime that's brought up.
I have an important question. Go ahead. What is Brittany doing with her life? Who? Brittany.
Who?
Brittany who? Spears. What is she doing with her career? Why do we care at this point?
Is she here?
Is she here? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm sure she is. Georgia from the 25.
Yeah, with like a minute to go in the ball game.
So smooth.
It was such a close ball game too.
The
Georgia from the 25.
Beginning of the end for Mike Patrick there.
Those are the best. Baseball announcers are the best at it, where they're like in the middle of like a really random story, and he's like, "And the 2-2," and it's like, how do you go from so smooth?
Speaking of which, if you're into vulgarity, YouTube Artie Lang telling Bob Uecker stories.
Oh my gosh,
and
Artie Lang's
he talks about how
a hoot.
He's calling a game and is the master with the dump button. And you want to give it a shot, Jared? With
what?
Just
it's just
and the 2-2 pitch.
They said he was like a wizard with that cough button. And every time he'd see like a hot girl in the stands, he'd be like, "It's 2-2 pitch, ground out to first," and he'd press the cough button. It's like, "Look at that one." Except he didn't say that one. It was a lot. Yeah.
Ground ball to short, throw over to first, 1 out. Look at that dame in row 2. My goodness.
Norm's great telling Bob Uecker stories too.
Yeah, a lot of great. Shirley, can you hit the Major League montage? I think I beeped everything out I needed to. If not, we'll blame it on Danny.
Top of the ninth, leading 10-7. Bases loaded, 2 down. And Rick Vaughn has come on to try and nail it down against Felipe Aguilar, a dangerous right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. Ball 4. Ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close? Hello again, everybody. Harry Doyle here, welcoming all you friends of the Feather to another season of Indians baseball. A lot of new faces in Chief Wahoo's tribe this year as they take on the defending American League champs, the New York Yankees. And hopefully we'll have some of the names that go with those faces before their first at-bat. Anyway, listen to the roar of the crowd as the Indians take the field. Yes, sir, they love this club here in Cleveland. Just a reminder, fans, about Die Hard Night coming up here at the stadium. Free admission to anyone who was actually alive the last time the Indians won a pennant. Quick move to first. He got him. Hayes is picked off. Personally, I think we got hosed on that call. Rookie sensation Ricky Vaughn on the pitch now. You can close the book on Kellner. Thank God. Post-game show is brought to you by... Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it. That's all. We got one hit.
You can't say on the air.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway. But I'll tell you, these Cleveland fans are great. Listen to them get behind Vaughn. Hey, way to go, Rick Oliver! Which will bring up Haywood, who leads the league in most offensive categories, including nose hair. When this guy sneezes, he looks like a party favor. Haywood's a convicted felon, isn't he, Monty?
Doesn't really say it here.
Well, he should be. Haywood swings and crushes one towards South America. Tomlinson's going to need a visa to catch this one. It is out of here, and there's nothing left but a vapor trail.
All right, there was one point in my life where I probably thought Bob Uecker was the funniest guy just because I loved Major League so much.
Need a visa.
Yeah. I like we didn't have it there. He'll need a rocket up his ass to catch this one.
Talk about expanding your career.
Oh man, he did a good job too.
I mean, just having such a talent and a comedian type talent too in the broadcast booth. Would go on late night shows, David Letterman, other shows like that. Got into movies, so pretty.
I don't think there's anything better than seeing guys like that in movies, like Jim Nantz and Bob Costas in Basketball. It's always something I go back to.
You got Vern and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Jim Rome in Longest Yard.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Bub.
There's a skit with Bob Uecker on Letterman like ages and ages ago, and they were showing pictures of them celebrating after they won like a pennant or something, or like a big game, and they're popping champagne in the locker room. And he shows a picture, and he's like, "So were they doing this before the game?" He's like, "Not them, just me."
And Shirley, did you get any of his real calls?
I did. This was back in, I hope I got the year right because I just kind of glanced at it, but in 2018, this was the Brewers, I believe, taking on the Cardinals. Don't quote me on that, but it was Christian Yelich and Ryan Braun going back-to-back home runs. So here's his call.
Down to their final out now up to Christian Yelich. Here it is. Yelich sends one to right center and deep. Get up! Get up! Get out of here and gone for Yelich. He has tied the game with a booming home run. He got it all. Tied up 4-4 on a big home run the pitch. Ryan Braun sends it to left center and deep. Get up! Get out of here! Gone for Ryan Braun. He just hit a walk-off out of here.
part was the beginning of that clip sounded like it could have been in Major League. Like it sounds.
Get up!
But man, legendary Brewers announcer and everything else that we discussed as well about Bob Uecker. What a legend that we lost. Another celebrity death today. David Lynch of Twin Peaks fame.
And Blue Velvet.
Which I did watch Twin Peaks years and years and years ago.
With probably one of the creepiest TV themes, if you think about like how it sounded versus the premise of the show.
Yeah, I like its eeriness.
Have you seen like those posts about Sign Peaks where they just take the Twin Peaks music and put it in Seinfeld scenes?
Oh no,
it's the creepiest thing.
Also, Psych, one of my all-time favorite shows, did a tribute episode to Twin Peaks.
Yeah, really?
Dual Spires.
Okay,
it was really good. Had a lot of the characters from Twin Peaks in it.
But now, if you love David Lynch, Blue Velvet with Dennis Hopper. Probably one of Dennis Hopper's greatest roles.
Yeah, this is creepy.
Never heard of it.
Very ominous.
What?
That's what made it so creepy.
Any of what you guys were talking about, I have no idea. I don't know.
That's fine.
Read a book.
Did he write books?
No, but he's in the history books.
Oh, okay. So is Zach Kaplan, who will join us coming up next segment. Man, how's Zach getting over the Penn State loss?
I don't know. He walked in here with a little smirk on his face.
Feels like it's been like a year.
He's got a smile.
It's because Vrabel got hired.
Ah, that's the Vrabel smile. Only Danny can spot a Vrabel smile.
Vrabel factor.
Do you think Zach would make that bet?
Oh, dear. I know, because the Patriots have won so many Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a Raiders, Panthers, Commanders.
No, what about Penn State?
Oh,
I think he would.
We'll ask him.
I think he would.
Put my team in the same basket as the Panthers?
Yeah, it's tough.
We got 3.
Hate that for you.
So do we.
Yeah, in like the 60s.
You said the Panthers.
And how many do we have, John Gilbert?
But, Jared, you weren't alive.
None. I know.
So, like, you can claim it, but it looks kind of lame.
I'm not claiming it.
You just did.
You did just do that.
They're the team Super Bowls. I'm not saying, like, I was watching, but, like, don't put my team in the same basket as the Panthers.
He's acting like a Yankees fan right now.
Because the Panthers have how many?
None.
When did you win your Super Bowls? Like what, the 60s? 70s?
77.
None.
That's not that bad. I mean, it's not
80,
good.
83.
It's not that bad.
They beat the
there in
Redskins. Marcus Allen ran all over the Redskins.
Get out of town.
Marcus Allen still with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Just because 2 celebrities died today doesn't mean all of them died.
Well,
A third one's coming.
Comes in threes.
Yeah.
All right. Who's he going to be?
Watch your back.
How old is Marcus Allen?
He's probably getting up there. 60s.
Yeah.
Not dead, but.
All right. Good time to take a break.
64 years old is Marcus Allen.
That's a ripe old age for a.
I bet Marcus Allen could dust. Maybe not Danny, but the rest of us.
Would you rather have him or Bo?
To do what with? Play running back?
Yeah. What the hell were you thinking?
I don't know. Well, why do you got to choose? Like Marcus Allen.
I mean, you could make argument. Like, would you rather have?
I think everybody would say Bo just because of the unknown, what he could have been.
Yeah.
Without the injury. Like Marcus Allen played forever. He was playing in the NFL when I started watching it. He was with the Chiefs, I think.
Really?
As an old man. All right, we'll take a break. Zach Kaplan joins us. Danny Beal rejoins us. Chan, how long are you here?
Try all day.
Oh, pulling a 3-hour shift. We'll take a break, come back, have more for you after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for our Sunday brunch buffet every second Sunday of the month from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Bostic Sugg Furniture's January sale and clearance is happening now. We've made dramatic price reductions on furniture and mattresses store-wide to make room for new styles. Save up to 70% off discontinued items. Don't miss your chance to get beautiful furniture at exceptional values. Plus, 6-month special financing. New year, new mattress, better sleep. Save on our great selection of comfortable mattresses with up to 48 months special financing during the January sale and clearance at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
And welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. And University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to expert since 2006. And they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of your business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Busy show today. And we will welcome on Zach Kaplan, WNCT Channel 9. What's up, Zach?
What's up, Clip? How we doing?
We are doing all right. I hope you're doing all right.
You know, I've had a week to process the ending of the 2025 Orange Bowl. I'm still sad about it, but we are moving on. I'm gonna try to push forward best I can.
Is it better or worse that you were there?
I mean, you made a promise. I still had the experience. We still had a great time. Big shout out Joe Wilkins. He deserves all the credit for that. For sure. I mean, we were still there. It was still a great experience. Chandler, I think Chandler went positive on the gambling floor as well. I know I did. So
Yeah. What was the promise?
The promise was that he enjoyed the trip, win or lose. I wouldn't regret the trip either way. So I definitely don't regret going. I'm glad I went. We had a great time in Miami until the final minute of the game. But everything else was great. Got to see Penn State friends of mine that I just never get to see anymore because, you know, busy holding it down here. So, no, I don't regret going. And I think it did make it a little more sad being there. And especially, I mean, that walk to the Uber that me, Chandler, and Joe had, I will never forget. A nightmare. I had about 2 miles to process it. Like,
Jeez.
at least a mile and a half leaving. But that one hurt. That one hurt for sure.
Did you cry?
No.
I enjoyed the chants that you guys do.
And everyone knows them. It is we are a cult. Like we know that the chants are like,
oh, there's more than we are.
Oh yeah,
that's just the one everybody knows. I'm sure it is.
That's the big one. But no, everyone knows the chants. We're just a level below A&M as far as cultiness.
A&M's bananas with the stuff that they do.
I think we're a touch below A&M.
You're not as bad as A&M.
No.
I enjoyed the video of you eating dinner the night before, just completely hammered. And
who took such a video?
Pounding steak. It was awesome.
Paparazzi following me everywhere. This is ridiculous. Guy can't even eat a good steak without having a camera in his face.
You were eating Chandler's good steak, apparently.
I said, "Are you gonna?" It was offered to me. I wasn't exactly stealing it.
That looked like a good meal, though.
Oh, great!
The
meal.
last meal,
fantastic. Again, Joe Wilkins, appreciate you.
Time's over. Jamie says, "Who will be Penn State's new defensive coordinator?"
That's a great question.
Actually, he said, "Who will be Penn State's new DCB?"
DCB.
BE.
Defensive coordinator.
Who will be Penn State's new defensive coordinator? B.
They're talking about the guy from USC. There's
Matt Leinart.
not quite defensive.
No, Reggie Bush.
Okay.
Matt Leinart at the Orange Bowl, by the way.
And his name is escaping me at the moment, but I will find it. There was rumors. We're plane spotting right now on Penn State Twitter.
That's always fun.
I know ECU fans were getting excited to do that until Blake Harrell, ran the table. But yeah, so there was a D'Anton Lynn from USC. So there was a flight from Santa Ana to State College.
Where's your former DC going now?
Clemson.
Okay.
Clemson.
Sean told me he saw LeVar Arrington on the field on the sideline.
Yep.
You see any other old Penn Staters there at the Orange Bowl?
As far as like spotting them out,
Kerry Collins, was he hammered?
No, I think I stayed pretty well behaved on game day. It was the day before.
Okay, I was talking about Kerry Collins, not you.
I saw Yetur Gross-Matos was there.
What? Yetur Gross-Matos?
Sorry, my bad.
Is he still on the Panthers? No, right? He's gone.
Niners.
Okay. No, I don't think I saw anyone else.
Saw our friend Alex Walker TV.
I did see him. I got a picture with him, so that was fun. Former WITN. I should probably call him name redacted, but former Channel 7 sports guy here. He's in Orlando now, made the drive down. So me, Chandler, and Joe were talking to him for a bit. We had a great time. So it's nice seeing everybody.
You excited about Mike Vrabel?
I am. I'm pumped. I think Danny Veal's pumped too.
Yeah.
I think they made, it was the hire they should have made a year ago.
Let's
be honest.
I said this, I think, on the hit we did when I was in Pineville clip. It's the same thing with the Bruins. So the Bruins fired Jim Montgomery. And if you don't know hockey, Jim Montgomery's a very good coach. He's had a great 3 years. They won the President's Cup a couple years ago. Fired Jim Montgomery for some unknown reason, besides the point. The Blues, who were having a subpar year, then immediately, like 3 days later, fired their coach and hired Jim Montgomery. And the point is, when you're eating a sloppy Joe and somebody pulls up a steak right next to you, get the steak. Same thing with Gerard Mayo and Vrabel. It's like, all right, yes, Mayo's been here for a year, but when Vrabel's available, you know how good of a coach he is. He's proven it. take advantage of it. And yes, if it takes your reputability takes a hit after only hiring or firing a coach after a year, but you get Vrabel, do it.
So Gerard Mayo is the sloppy Joe in this scenario.
Compared to Vrabel,
Do you put Mayo in your sloppy Joe?
I think that's a psychopath. I know Will Levis does.
Yeah, Will Levis probably does. But it was clear that the fact that they fired him an hour after the game, I mean, it was clear they wanted Vrabel.
Yeah, for sure.
So why has anybody said why they didn't just do this last year?
Because I think he didn't want to.
No, because Kraft had it in writing to make Mayo the next coach.
You guys are lucky for him to be even available. Because I feel like
I agree.
Like people passed on him last year.
I'm shocked that he had the position that he did with Cleveland. Like, what was he? Like an analyst, a consultant, or something like that? You guys are lucky that he was in that position, hungry for a new head coaching job.
It's an overhaul because even 98.5 The Sports Hub in Boston has talked about how Vrabel's bringing the guy that he had that was in cohorts with in Tennessee from the Giants. So, and Elliot Wolf, the de facto GM of the Patriots, is now reporting to Vrabel. So Vrabel's running the show, and he might bring Josh McDaniels with him. Sorry,
no,
but.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. Tough subject. But it all things arrows pointing up for the Patriots for sure.
I feel good. And their schedule next year not exactly difficult.
No.
They get the Panthers in Foxborough.
Yeah. There's a couple away games that worry me, but it does every year, and they need to get some weapons.
What's the biggest need is what I was going to ask.
A freaking receiver, man.
Tony Collins has been saying receiver probably since Randy Moss left the team.
We've needed a receiver since Edelman retired, and at the time it was only Edelman. Like ever since COVID, we drafted N'Keal Harry, and he sucks.
Yeah,
and ever since then it's been awful.
It's not sexy, but I would argue O-line is still a bigger need than receiver because
I agree too.
It's a chicken egg thing to me. If you don't have a line to protect Drake May, what is the point of getting the receiver?
Yeah,
even
this year he did a lot with no O-line, which goes to show if you give him a good one, he will be.
Or anyone to throw to, or anyone to tackle.
Yeah, when Kayshon Bouttie's your best receiver, there's a problem.
The only guy with a 100-yard game this year for the Patriots, and it happened in Week 18.
Well, he's pretty good, right? He was good at LSU.
He's a fine 2 or 3, but he's not. Yeah. He ain't the guy.
I'm sorry to go back to the guy that y'all just fired, but where does Gerard Mayo go from here?
North Carolina.
In his coaching career.
He joins Bobby Valentine on the list of worst Boston one-year coaching experiments in the history of the city.
When was Valentine?
2012. The good news is they won the World Series the next year, so people kind of forget it. But
Wait, have y'all won the World Series twice the first year of new manager?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Because you did it with Tito.
Tito in 2004. John Farrell in 2013.
18 was Cora's first year, too. It was.
Wow.
Yes.
It was.
Y'all need to fire a coach then, a manager.
I like Cora, so probably not.
Well, we technically just brought him back. I don't know.
Yeah.
He had the year off.
Joe Sacco. Go Bruins. Just saying.
Yeah, there you go. Bruins have a new coach.
Let's take a break. We'll come back.
So much Boston Sports Talk.
Yeah, this is WEEI. Is that what it is?
Yeah, we're sorry.
Boston Sports Talk.
You're listening to Pirate Radio. You're home for Boston sports in Eastern North Carolina.
Yeah.
Big Cat, Dan Katz will join us on the other side. There's a reference for people if they get it or not.
Newton Math.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, as we roll on a Thursday after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get fucked up. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
It's winter sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. Prices have been reduced on all your favorite men's and women's dress and casual apparel. All ladies' clothing is now 1/2 off, and men's apparel is 25% off. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington. Come see us now before it's all gone.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
Hi, Pirates. This is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
UBE and Pirateware.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at Pirateware.com. Go Pirates!
Jimmy John's introduces the Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club. Enjoy premium roast beef or turkey, crisp bacon, smoked cheddar cheese, and an all-new creamy sriracha bourbon sauce to take it up a notch. All on freshly baked French bread. This Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club is here for a limited time, so get yours today in-store or on the app. Watch for Jimmy John's popular pickle chips coming soon and peppermint cookies in December. Jimmy John's on Fire Tower Road, Cotant Street, or Moy Boulevard in Greenville, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
Pirate Radio, bringing you the best content on air and on digital. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year, and they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip Brock.
All right, Zach Kaplan joining us, the Chan Man here as well. I want to hit some of my Rahjai Harris interview. You can watch it in its entirety on your own time on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. But talked to 47 earlier today. He'll be at Shimmer coming up Saturday, 11 to 1. Here's part of my chat with Rahjai Harris. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, he is always and forever, number 47. My guy, your guy, everybody's guy, Rahjai Harris. Joining us once again. Rahjai, how we doing, man?
Can't complain, man. One day at a time, my guy. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. You said you just got done working out. Other than working out, what do you do? It sounds like you always work out. So if you get any kind of downtime, what are you doing?
Just hanging out, man. Being around my daughter. taking her here or there. We was at the park yesterday, playing with the little geese and stuff out there, the ducks and stuff, man. So just having some free time for her, man, making sure I'm making time for her.
That's awesome. Rahjai joining us, and Rahjai will be joining you coming up Saturday at Shimmer from 11 to 1. Originally, we are going to do this last week. Some weather got in the way, but Rahjai will be there. And you are a fan favorite, Rahjai, and to be able to kind of impact people, make people smile. You love to smile yourself, but how does it make you feel when you have grown folks like me, and then of course the little kids coming up and being a fan of yours?
It feels awesome, man, because man, that's just what I do it for, man. I got a message this morning from a kid's dad, and he's basically just texting his dad saying, "Man, I'm gonna miss Rahjai. I want to be like Rahjai when I grow up. He's always smiling, just bringing positive energy, man." And it's stuff like that that just keep me going, especially on like a bad day, man. It's messages like that that just turn your frown upside down, man. So it's definitely a blessing. That's definitely why I do it. That's definitely why I do the camps and stuff every year, man. I'm just trying to lead this place, lead this earth better than I found it. So I encourage everyone to just, go one day at a time, that 1%, man, one brick at a time, man. And you'll slowly see change. You'll slowly see change.
That's really cool. Rahjai, I know you've given your dad a lot of credit for the man you're becoming. And what kind of influence was he in your life? Who else do you try to mold yourself after that helped you out?
I say
Phone
number
disconnected.
one. Oh, sorry. I say number one, I just say God. I just building a relationship with him, man, every single day, man. He's definitely changing my life for the better. So thankful for him to just molding me. And then of course my dad, man. Y'all say I'm positive, man, but man, that man right there. Every day we can go anywhere. Somebody know who he is, and they know him by his smile, man. So, big shout out to my pops, man. He's been there since day one. Like I told everybody, man, he never missed a football game ever since I started. Track event, basketball game, for none of his kids. You know what I'm saying? It's been times where he'll go to my little brother's game for like an hour or two, then hit the road to East Carolina to make my game. So that just show you what kind of man he is. But big shout out to my dad, man. Big shout out to God, man. Just being on my side throughout this process.
Rahjai, I remember seeing you for the first time here at East Carolina, and I said, man, I like this Harris kid, but he's got to get a better number, 47. And shortly after that, I guess somebody asked you about it, and you said you wore that because of your dad, right? And I was like, all right, let me shut my mouth. That's a cool story. And I'm so glad you stuck with that number, because forever 47 is Rahjai Harris here at East Carolina. It's going to be that way forever. But I thought, I put my foot in my mouth when I said that, because I was like, man, he needs a cool running back number. But turns out 47 is the coolest number. So there you go.
Yeah, man. I grew up watching my dad like football highlights, man. I used to think about the same thing, like, why is he wearing number 47? But man, nowadays, man, I go back to my old high school, man, and it's like I see kids wearing 47. You feel what I'm saying? I go to middle school, I see my little cousin wearing 47. So just trying to start something on my own. My dad started it, but he didn't finish it. So me going to college, me finishing college, getting a degree, was basically doing something that he wanted to do. So just putting a smile on his face, man, was everything. And I hope I get to wear 47 in the NFL or whatever league I go to, man. Because that's just a number that's, done came up through our family, man. And just trying to continue the legacy.
Yeah, I bet 20 years from now, people at your high school are going to be wanting that number, and unless it's retired, but that's going to be the cool number.
Hey. That's the goal, my guy. That's the goal.
Yeah. Rahjai, you brought up Caiden a lot as you go through this training, and you said you're hoping to get a combine invite, but as you go through pro day and everything, I'm sure you've talked to Caiden. You reached out to any other former Pirates or friends you got to get advice on what these next steps are like for you?
Yeah, man, I talk to a lot of guys still. I talk to Caiden about every day. I talk to Julius Wood, Isaiah Winstead, Jalen Johnson. Them just some guys I talk to every day, man. But man, once a Pirate, always a Pirate. I talk to all my guys, man, and they always reach out to me if they see me posting or anything like that, man. And I done built that connection with them guys, man. They can just call me for anything, not just football. So I talk to everybody really still, even if they transferred out of ECU, man. We still just got that connection that we can call each other whenever.
Rahjai Harris joining us. All the proper buttons pushed over there, Bone. We good to go. Later on in that conversation, we talked about the cool kind of cards, little trading cards that you will be able to get at Shimmer coming up this Saturday. Get it autographed by Rahjai. Glenn and the folks did an awesome job with those. So make sure you go check out our guy, Rahjai Harris, coming up Saturday at Shimmer. And it's an appearance, but Rahjai talked about, I said, what can we expect? And he said a lot of energy, a lot of smiles.
So the usual.
He loves talking to his fans.
The usual from Rahjai Harris.
Yeah. Great Pirate, 47.
Your guy.
Your guy. My guy.
Your guy.
Our guy.
Our guy.
Everybody's guy.
I still can't believe the line he had at Minji's of people to sign autographs. I mean, that was like, wow. He brought in probably an extra few hundred people to a basketball game that would otherwise not have been there.
And we're hoping that's going to be the case on Saturday. At Shimmer Boutique.
Anything you could do other than watching the basketball game is, see, that's mean. That's a mean thing to say.
You know what? I haven't had to pull this out lately. Unnecessary.
You know,
that was very unnecessary.
It was piling on. It was kicking a man while he's down. It was beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
All those things.
I even hit you with the personal foul. Unnecessary.
Zach,
from 213, I'm sure it's been rough.
Speaking of basketball,
I wouldn't know. I hadn't been there, man. I've been a terrible fan this year.
Did y'all?
It's understandable.
Was there a Zach Kaplan meet and greet at the Dean Dome last night?
It should have been.
There was not. I was present at the Dean Dome last night.
Did you go to another sporting event hoping like the memories of the Orange Bowl would go out of your mind?
I was like, if I just wave a magic wand and watch another team, maybe I'll feel better about myself.
I appreciate the invite. I had no interest in going to that game.
I don't blame you.
But you went by yourself?
So you went
I went with a friend.
Oh, okay.
One of my friend Luke.
Okay. This is a real person.
Yes.
Is it Luke Schwartz?
No, not that Luke. No, this Luke has commented on this show before. He's been in the YouTube comments. He's been to sports trivia.
Luke Wilson?
Guy Walker?
Oh, man.
So, but you went as
I can't wait to show him this clip.
Not even a fan, just as a sports fan, rather than a working capacity.
The tickets were $14.
Just go catch a game. That's cool, man.
$14.
But gas out there had to be.
I'd say they're a lot cheaper than our Orange Bowl tickets.
Yeah, they are. That they definitely are.
Well, that's good. You can do those types of things when you don't, have youngins and responsibilities.
Oh yeah, that's why I got to take advantage of it. I saw $14 tickets.
Yes. By the way,
yes, Clip.
What are you doing Saturday?
Working.
Where?
High school basketball.
Where?
Kinston and Farmville.
Oh,
I'll see you there.
Oh, do tell.
I'll be on the call.
What?
For 2 games coming up Saturday.
Which games do you have, Clip?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I know the preparation process is well underway.
But I just found out earlier today that I'll be calling a couple games in the Brandon Ingram
MLK Showcase.
And
Okay,
of course, I know the games I'll be doing.
If you're doing that Swansboro game, that's probably the game of the day.
Radio play-by-play?
No, sir. I am going to be streaming.
Yeah. Are you going to be winning?
Worldwide. I got Southern Nash versus... Wait. Nope, that's 2023.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was about to be like, Clip, are you at the right tournament?
Now, this will be over by 8 o'clock kickoff.
All right, so they wanted me to do 3 games. I made sure that I was like, I can only do 2, and I got to get out of there so I can watch the Commanders. I got Southwest Onslow versus Eastern Randolph.
Yeah,
I mean, you get those
game.
2 teams together, forget about it.
Slobber knocker.
And then I got White Oak versus South Mech.
Straight out of Charlotte.
Those are my games.
What's the attire going to be?
You going suit?
Good question, J-Bone.
Hey, can I borrow a suit?
I got plenty.
I'm going to go khakis like Jake from State Farm. And
what are you wearing, Clip from Pirate Radio?
I'm not going to go hoodie.
No, you can't.
I hope not.
I'm gonna go.
That would be a little underdressed.
I'm gonna go with some type of jacket. I'm trying to think of my jacket situation. I've got this jacket that Coach Matt gave me as a hand-me-down. That is not my style at all.
Is that the type of relationship you guys have? You get his hand-me-downs now?
Dude, I got some sweet Chattanooga gear.
Mocs?
Yeah.
Where can we find this stream so we can enjoy you on the call?
Is it on Balla TV, like the ECU tournament in Daytona there?
We'll have...
Is it on Flow Sports?
Hey, dude, guess what?
What?
We'll have all the details coming up Friday on the show with Brian Hanks.
Oh,
dude!
What a tease!
The dude.
That's the king of Lenore County right there. B. Hanks, our guy.
I can't find this jacket that Coach Matt gave me.
While you're looking at that, Chad Moore did ask if Raves was available before they hired Mayo. He was, and I believe they gave it to Mayo because Kraft had it in writing and had to live up to it.
Yeah, it sounds like the Patriots this year said, hold the Mayo.
That's pretty good.
Almost as good as the salesman on that one.
Jared, I don't need your approval or disapproval.
Why are you being so hateful to Bone?
I can't believe this. But yes, yes, I will be at high school basketball. There's also a tournament going on at Shirley Rhodes' Farmville Central High School. Jags play Saturday night. I think they play Clayton Saturday night. So I don't know. I'll be bouncing back and forth, but this is tough now. I got Clip at one. You know, I got Shirley's alma mater at the other.
I got full Zach right there.
I mean, this is. You know, we're gonna be back and forth.
And ECU is away, correct?
Yeah, they are. Nobody at Minji's this
All
weekend.
right, I found the Mac jacket.
Oh my!
Should I wear that jacket?
I thought it was a Carhartt jacket.
My goodness.
I thought you meant like a sports coat.
Clip, you might have to tweet out a picture of this.
You look like you're going to a bonfire.
Dude, I'm not wearing a suit.
You look like you're going to a country bar.
Is there going to be a bonfire like
Montana.
near the table?
I'm not wearing a suit and tie to a Kinston gym.
You should.
I'm not.
That'd be a huge flex.
No.
But you're going to wear that.
No, I'm not. I don't think I could ever wear this. It's not my style. It's just, can I wear like a...
Will you pull out your Rolex for this or no?
Can I wear a collared shirt and like a track jacket type situation?
Sure.
You might fit in. With the...
I think you should wear like you should wear the Aaliyah jersey and your Kansas basketball shorts.
How about a sweater?
I think a sweater would be nice.
I got some sweaters.
That'd be pretty classy.
Keeping it classy, Clipper.
Yeah,
classy Clipper.
So I'll be on the call.
That's what they call
Saturday.
you.
That's exciting.
That'll be awesome. Yeah, I'll see you there, Clip.
And we'll find the information out on Friday when Brian Hanks
will join us. $20 to get in.
Not if you're media.
To see the annual MLK showcase. Jared asked earlier, would Brandon Ingram be there? I'm thinking no.
If he is, you should get him on your broadcast and interview him for like 2 or 3 minutes.
I understand there is a recorded interview with his Faja that will run during halftime.
I would think Donald would be there at least for the Kinston game that night. You will be a little busy at that time. You will be watching your Manders.
Yeah.
But I would think Donald will be there in some capacity. A really nice guy. I don't expect Brandon to be there. That would be something.
Yeah. All right. So a full day of basketball coming up at Kinston.
That'll be exciting
this weekend.
I like it, Clip.
All right. What else, Zach?
What's the confidence level on the Commanders at this point in time of the week?
2.
Okay, so total like house money. Don't expect anything.
Kinda, but
see what happens.
Yeah, I just I think by Saturday night I will have talked myself into thinking we can win, but I'm not there yet. What? So
the vibes, low vibes right now, but they'll go up.
What big-ish underdog has the best chance to win? Commanders, Texans, or Rams?
Rams.
What do you say, Dave? Left hand up, says Danny Bill. Commanders. I still like the
Where'd that
Eagles.
come from, by the way?
Some dudes made a song about left hand up. You really hadn't seen that?
You haven't. The haters can't stand us.
Yeah, it's terrible. But
it's so bad. I think it's so bad it's good.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Left hands up. Who are we?
I love a good
Commanders.
unofficial anthem to a team.
Yeah, I don't like.
It's no HTTR. That one was a little better, as far as music goes.
It's no T-Pain Miami Dolphins song.
Oh no!
It's no Panther song.
Bon Jovi basically made a touchdown song for the Patriots, so
I bet that's awful.
This is our house.
How about the
Not
Colts
great.
guy? This is our Colts.
This is our team. We love them.
How does he feel right now with the dysfunction?
Whether win or lose.
Jim Irsay, drunk again.
Shocker.
Beat the Steelers.
Oh man. No, I'm trying to distract. I'll tell you. You know what? I'm going to be salty again about Penn State. Will be Monday night.
You look a little salty.
Watching the Buckeyes win another national championship. That they got hot at the right time. That's what it's gonna be going forward now. Like March Madness, it's gonna be getting hot in December.
Is Allard done?
No, he's back.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back, and then the two-headed monster in the backfield is back.
Okay.
Our defensive coordinator not back. Clemson. He's said to be closer to his daughters. One who lives in North Carolina, one who lives in Georgia, and I think he got a slight pay raise. But there was between the lines. I don't think it was like a clean departure. I think there was some beef. Not to quote Wendy's here, but I think there was some beef, and I just think. I don't know. I don't think it was quite on the level. I think
like beef.
Yeah, I don't think. I think that was kind of a go ahead.
Unnecessary beef is more cows to breed. Just think about that.
That's a heck of a quote.
Think about it.
The Jizza said that like in 1994.
There you go. 1 month till ECU baseball, too, Clip.
That is correct. We'll talk to Austin Knight coming up today at 5 o'clock.
Heck of a tease.
Let's take a break. Zach, thank you for joining us, sir.
Thanks for having me.
We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Coach Hood going to join us.
Jamie says move on from the Colts. Don't worry. They are.
Back with you after these words.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rahjai Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Harris breaks free, makes a man miss. It's a foot race. Rahjai Harris, 86-yard touchdown.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? January 18th at the Shimmer. I will be there signing autographs. Anything you want me to do, I'm there for it. Meet me there at Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1, January 18th. Love y'all.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with US Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. US Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. US Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the Pirates fly. And America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Full house today. Shirley Rhodes, intern Grayson, DB hanging out, J-Bone, Chan Man to my left.
In the building, baby.
And ahead of the table, we've got former East Carolina defensive coordinator and Golden Domer himself, Greg Hudson, joining us. What's up, Coach Hud?
Good to see you, as usual.
Last Thursday, we saw Notre Dame take down Penn State in a good game.
A hell of a game.
That had its moments where each team, I don't know, it was a high-level game. Like, were there mistakes made, or was it good defense, or how would you surmise what we saw?
Two good defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you guys asked me. I said, or somebody here in town, I said 24-21, lots of punts, lots of field goals.
Well, you were all over it, especially, the first three quarters, really. Like, things didn't really get going until late in the game.
Yeah. Punt it, kick it.
Yeah.
You know, the punt's not a bad play, except if you're on defense.
But Notre Dame advances. And then how about what we saw Friday night? Ohio State and Texas was neck and neck until the fourth quarter.
Again, two defenses. Defenses and Notre Dame. Penn State's got better. Texas and Notre Dame were in the final, probably top 7 offensive lines in the country. Ohio State's was right up there. They're probably in the top 10, top 12. So, defense, winning up front, no turnovers, take care of the ball, great kicking game. You get away with it.
Notre Dame, Ohio State aside, how about this Lou Holtz-Ryan Day rivalry? Will they finally duke it out and settle it once and for all?
Ain't no Dukes being thrown. No.
That is a fun little rivalry. The fact that Ryan Day called out an old man like Lou Holtz was
He had
pretty
all the
hilarious.
right to. He went John Rambo. He's like, hey, Lou drew blood first. So he came back. I did it on the microphone, which the whole stadium and country could hear.
Yeah.
Why not? You know what he did? He defended his team. That's what he did.
That came down to the very end, right? What was that, last year or 2 years ago? When did that happen, that game?
That was the season before when they had the 10 men on the field.
Yeah, that's right.
But they blew that on the play before when they hit the seam route down the middle and the safety was 2 yards deep in the end zone, and he broke on it. It's too late. He should have broke it up or picked it.
How do you feel about Monday night?
Well, the left tackle's out. You know, the kid that got hurt in the Penn State game, he's out. So again, you know, that's a premium spot. I feel good about it only because I just know the character of the team and the way they're playing. They do have probably the right secondary to match up against Ohio State as good as you can. You know, Texas is a top 5 defense. So those matchups will be interesting to watch. And, you know, is Ohio State going to be geared in on saying, okay, your quarterback's not going to run the football. We'll let Love run the football because a little bit. I don't know. They're going to just load up and stop the run and make, you know, the receivers at Notre Dame. Now, there's the mismatch. The receivers at Notre Dame versus the secondary to Ohio State. I'd say that's not a good matchup. And if your left tackle's out, so they got to throw, you know, maybe more intermediate routes and short stuff, dump it, screens. I watched the film of the game the next morning, and, you know, Ohio State's defense is just really, really mad at the world right now, the way they're playing. They are really fun to watch. They're simple, they're basic, they're fundamental. And then if you said, well, what about Notre Dame's defense? I'd say they're simple, they're basic, they're fundamental. They don't beat themselves. They don't give up big plays. It'll be a fist fight.
Jamie asking, is Coach Hud going to the game?
I'm going to Atlanta. You will not see me near 100,000 people wasted, screaming and saying everything they know about football. I can't listen to it.
What will be the festivities going on around the championship?
Some more Holtz's Heroes stuff. Where I was last weekend, we had Coach's 88th birthday party. It was great. It was a blast. It was really neat. A lot of teammates were back. Some guys I haven't seen since literally playing. You know, it's a good party when the MC's Reese Davis. That's a pretty good one.
No,
good get.
You know, he's pretty good at it.
Yeah, I would say.
You know, and it just was.
Damn it! I forgot to text you about Tom Carter.
Yeah,
we'll still get that done, but I forgot.
Yeah, I knew you would. That's why I had Shirley remind me about 4:00 today.
Yeah, go to her, not me. You can't count on me.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You're only in charge here.
That's what I like people to think.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
But it was great. And so down in Atlanta, we'll have some more Holtz's Heroes events. You know, it's all the guys from his generation that played in that 10-year window on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday before the game. And then I will find a very nice, quiet place to watch it. And it'll be a lot of fun. Then maybe I'm not going to leave till the next day. So one of the days, either Saturday or after the game the next morning, I'll go by the team hotel.
Do you we talked about it a little bit last week, I think, like the coaches conventions and all that stuff.
And I just went to it.
So that's
done. It was in Charlotte.
Okay.
It was they're going to have to change it because it was I literally saw one Power 4 head coach, and he was probably flew in on the jet, did a speech that he was contracted to do probably because it was sponsored by Nike. So he was head coach at Arizona State. And,
young guy.
Yeah, he said hey to me.
Dillingham?
He said hey to me, and I was like, hey, what's up? He looked like he was about 22. Mm-hmm. But that's the only guy I saw. Usually it's a who's who, but everybody's recruiting. You know, the recruiting calendar is still in full blast right now. This used to be a dead period for the convention where you didn't, you know, and it was a free-for-all. But there's up to 7,000 people go to that thing, you know, and there's always, you know, guys in my generation like, man, this thing has just grown into an insane asylum. And there's a lot of guys that love coaching there, but then there's a lot of guys that love just being the coach.
Yeah.
Wearing the wristbands and stuff.
Sure. Greg Hudson joining us. I'm looking at the Notre Dame staff just to see if I recognize any names. Al Golden, of course, is a recognizable
played
name.
against him.
Gino Gaduli.
Gino Gaduli was one of the last classes I was around that we recruited at Cincinnati.
Yeah,
he's a
I remember
Northern
Cincinnati.
Kentucky kid. Good, solid football coach. Smart guy.
So did you coach against him here, or was he gone from Cincinnati by the time you got to ECU?
No, I was coaching at Cincinnati. Then I left for Minnesota. He was within the class that we were recruiting that year.
Okay.
But
I remember his name.
Yeah, he had a really good career. I think he had a cup of coffee in the league, and he's been coaching for a while now.
I haven't seen that name in a while. Ron Paulus.
Yeah, Ron is the
Deputy Athletics Director of football.
Yeah, he's basically that's the director of all the operations.
Do you know that name, John, or is that before your time?
Before my time.
Do you know the name Greg Paulus?
That's his son, isn't it?
Brother.
I didn't know he was there. Ron was. I'm telling you now.
No, Greg Paulus was a basketball player.
I'm telling you now. Ron Paulus, out of high school, Berwick in Pennsylvania, was a great player. Great. He hurt his shoulder and never really recovered. He played in the league for a while, but he was going to start his freshman year at Notre Dame in '93 when I was a GA. He got hurt in the last scrimmage.
I might have totally made that up.
The names are
different. Greg Paulus and Ron Paulus aren't related.
I have no idea.
But Paulus did play football. Yeah, he was going to be. He played both. He went to Syracuse after he played basketball at Duke.
He doesn't know that. Rain Man doesn't know that.
That was before his time.
Oh.
All right, I'm back on track now. My apologies.
Back in the game?
Yeah, I'm back in.
Let's see. Marty Bemidji.
Don't know that name.
Special teams coordinator.
I did see that they have names for each coach and position, and it's the Joe Moore offensive line coach.
That's because it's sponsored by the Joe Moore Foundation. And so they sponsor for the South.
So is it like NASCAR after a game? I got to think our Joe Moore offensive line coach. They have to name all the sponsors and everything.
The KFC Taco Bell offensive line did great today.
The ones doing the sponsoring don't get recognition.
Tell you what, the 99 looked good today.
By the way, speaking of the weekend, I was at Roush Racing with Dustin Lineback.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Watch practice.
Keselowski,
yeah,
you said?
The jack, the tank neck, that's what I call him because he had the big-ass neck. Tank neck, that thing is $28,000.
What?
The jack.
The jack itself?
$28,000.
So that's
for the jack. The handle's $10,000.
Almost 2 times the price of my Nissan Versa.
Oh, 6 times the price. Is that with the garbage? Is that with the garbage in the back or without?
No, not the little blue. I'm talking about my car, not the truck, the Tacoma. Dude, that Tacoma, people want that thing. Apparently, that's like a classic now.
Get about 2-3 years, that thing will be worth some money.
There you go.
Nope.
Sitting on a gold mine.
Not with the McDonald's French fry boxes laying on the floorboard.
Clean it up.
That adds value.
Adds character.
Do you not have the garbage at your street, or you just don't pay for it, so you dump it?
No, I have to go to the dump.
Sometimes after I'm around you, I gotta go to the dump.
One of these days, Hud.
Right in the kisser, right?
One of these days.
Well, you don't win with turds.
Yeah, I know. I know you don't.
No, you really don't.
John.
I'll tell you what, there'll be no turds on the field this coming month.
Way to bring it back.
It'll be turd free.
That was and you.
I told you there'd be some dudes out there playing.
I appreciate
football.
you calling me, by the way, and you called me at the right time. We were about to take off, and right as you hung up the phone, we took off. But that was some really, really good football. Probably the best football, college football especially, that I've seen with my own 2 eyes.
I wanted to ask you about the crowd, John. What was the split?
Oh, 50-50.
Absolutely.
50-50. But it was a weird split because usually they have it split one side and then the other side, but it seemed like it was cut off in the corners maybe. But no, it was a great crowd. Both crowds were loud. Penn State had their chance. And Notre Dame fans were doing the the push-ups. People would take people,
Ride 'em up there.
ride them up, and and I texted Coach and I said, hearing Notre Dame's fight song and the Celtic chant in person was like,
that'll jack you up.
What's the Celtic chant?
That was bum 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 bum.
Doesn't sound that bad. It sounds a lot better. Thought you could hit a button and play it right away.
I do love their fight song. One of the all-time greats.
It's a goodie.
No doubt. Notre Dame and Ohio State Monday night.
We should have watched some film on it. I've already watched them.
I told Coach Hudd I was total coach speak. He was like, "You see that? You see the line square with the?"
You saw it, didn't you?
I said, "Coach, I'm gonna have to review the film before I comment."
All I did
got your back.
All I did was send him a text. I said, "You see it?" But you knew what I meant.
Yeah. Well, you teach me at least one thing every Thursday.
Well, put the laptop
usually
up here. We give you a whole class.
Usually it's about hygiene and stuff like that. Let's take a break. Jamie says is Rain Man Jarrett's new nickname. For Greg Hudson it is.
Yeah, that's not anything new.
He's been calling him Rain Man a while.
Guys,
he doesn't even know
check.
his real name. And he doesn't need to. He's Rain Man.
There's guys I think I coached for 3 years. I'm not sure I remember their name every time.
He's wearing a Toledo hoodie today, Coach Hudd.
34. Hey, 30.
Oh, you just call him by. Oh, that's the Bobby Bowden trait, right? 34. 34.
28. Come here.
Come here. 28.
The Toledo Mud Hens. Is that what that is?
That's the Rockets.
Oh.
You got any love? Who's your MAC school? Have we talked about that? Like, do you have a MAC favorite?
Miami of Ohio.
Okay.
A lot of friends played there.
The Red Hawks, Redskins.
Home of Ben Roethlisberger.
Cradle of coaches.
Yeah.
The last one's who's the guy with the Rams?
McVay.
McVay was there. Played there.
Let's take a break. We'll
right.
come back. I'm a Kent State guy. I got them on my dynasty right now. The Golden Flashes.
For
We're
what?
talking video games.
They're on a video game.
They made it, Coach. They're in.
Bring Nick Saban home.
He's not doing anything, right?
All right.
Yeah. Back with you after these words.
Here we go! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Enjoy the warm air, circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's...
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. We've got intern Logan riding along for the first time. Under the tutelage of Rain Man, a.k.a. Jared Watkins, a.k.a. J-Bone.
How many interns are there?
It's like
we have a lot.
It's like a college coaching staff.
We need lanyards, like for the first month of the newbies.
What do you want to name? A photo?
Yeah.
All right.
Hometown.
Okay.
You know.
Major.
Then you really don't have to talk to people. You just go, okay, no.
I like that. Keep the less conversations, the better.
Nobody says hi to me anyhow, so it don't matter. They just walk by and duck their head.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that.
Why?
Hud, you watch any playoff games, NFL?
No. I really didn't.
Do you want a preview for this weekend?
You know why? Saturday games, I was at a function. And what was I doing? Sunday, I was traveling. And I traveled back from Orlando to Charlotte and then went to the hotel. And I just...
All right. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't because
I was bummed out about Harbaugh's team.
Yeah, that was ugly. Justin Herbert, 4 picks.
4 picks. I guess I could say I watched that game because they just kept showing highlights of it over and over again.
Couple, well, at least one, not his fault, but he struggled. He was bad. He was really bad. So it'll be Texans Chiefs.
Yeah.
On Saturday. After that, the Washington Commanders in Detroit taking on the Lions.
I'll watch that.
Jaden Daniels, cool as ice.
Now that I know who the assistant quarterback coach is. Yeah, I'm going to wait.
I already forgot.
David
Blau. Oh, yeah.
See?
Former Lions quarterback.
And former Viking.
Rain Man.
Rain Man's got me.
I'm an excellent driver.
I need to stop.
Counting cards.
27, 24, 38. Do you give Washington a chance, or is Detroit too much?
I give him a chance because something about Detroit's defense, I just don't really go superior.
Yeah.
I mean, really good. And
No Aiden Hutchinson, right? He's out for
He's possibly for the Super Bowl, but I don't even believe that.
Right, yeah. Who?
I'm telling you.
Who don't want him back?
I'm telling you.
Well, that's stupid. I'll take him.
He was on track for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
I guess that was week 5.
Go back and look at what's the game he made his bones on, and everybody freaked out. He had like 25 sacks in one game.
That's a record.
Didn't he have like 4? Something crazy.
What are you saying right now?
Look at everything after that. Look at his whole game.
He played 5 weeks this year, though.
I'm telling you, from that sack experiment, look at his production.
Who are you talking to? Aaron Glenn? Who's telling you this stuff?
They're really close.
Remember, it's 2025. You said you were the new you is gonna.
Well, I can't dime somebody out, you know. What is it? What do you guys say in the media? I can't tell you my sources. I can't tell you my sources.
All right. Well, I will be glad to take Aiden Hutchinson in Washington right now. Make the deal. Let's do it. All right. So Commanders have a chance. Okay.
But either way, they have like 8 guys on the defense
What's
on
the
IR.
spread?
I believe it's 10.
Yeah, 9, 10, something like that. At Detroit.
Inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9.5.
Too many points.
You got 3 big
I keep
spreads.
forgetting. The thing about the spread doesn't enter my head. I'm like, who's going to win the game? You guys are on the other side of the fence on covering and not covering. Like,
well, I'm asking you straight up. Does Washington have a shot to win? And
straight
you said
up,
they,
absolutely.
They do because of the Lions' defense. Our defense, not great, but serviceable. The problem is the Lions have the best offense we've seen in a while.
Then get in a track meet.
That's what we're gonna have to do. All right, Sunday.
Those are fun to watch. They're crappy to be a defensive coach.
I was gonna say I didn't think you would like an offensive shootout.
Now I watch them.
Yeah,
and I giggle. Nice blitz, dude.
Sunday, Rams and Eagles in Philadelphia.
Philly.
So my Super Bowl was Philly-Baltimore. But there was a lot of...
Where are the Rams practicing at? They stay in Phoenix?
Good question.
They ain't going back to L.A. Can't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eagles.
Let's see if I can find out that information. That's a good question.
Figured you guys think of that.
I wonder if they get up to Philly early and just practice there.
I would on the short week.
Yeah.
Probably so. All right. And then the best one of the weekend, 2 MVP candidates, Lamar and Baltimore against Josh Allen and Buffalo. In Buffalo.
In Buffalo. It's going to be like, I guess you can't say unseasonably cold in Buffalo. It's just going to be Buffalo cold.
Can Derrick Henry run in the cold?
Oh, you can run in the cold.
I think he can run anywhere.
I'm taking Baltimore. Jarrett likes Buffalo. No?
I like Baltimore.
You're on Baltimore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still think Josh Allen's the MVP.
Okay. Who you got, Sean?
I'm going Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Okay, we all can. So Buffalo's going to win.
No, they won't. They're cursed, too.
Yeah.
Never change.
This is the first time since entering the league the Bills are home playoff dogs.
Who else is cursed because of all the playoff Super Bowl losses? Who else? Other teams cursed?
Vikings. Yeah.
Boom.
I have to take Baltimore anyway. I chose them to be my Super Bowl winner.
I talked about that Monday, HUD. So we talk about the Browns, the Lions, the Bills as these sad, poor franchises. I think the Vikings are not talked about enough.
Yeah.
They've actually been there.
Yeah,
but it's been a while. But they were very close to getting there the Cunningham Moss year, 99 or whatever. And Gary Anderson missed a field goal, and then Morton Anderson made a field goal.
And then they missed a chip shot field goal against the Seahawks.
Blair Walsh missed a field goal. Yeah, like they are.
Have they only been to one Super Bowl?
Vikings?
I think they've been to more than that back in the day.
They've lost like 3 in a row.
That's the Bills.
No,
that
look at the Vikings back in the 70s, early 70s.
I know one of the teams.
Bud Grant was the head coach.
They are 0-4. Have not been to one since '77.
Which was?
Bud Grant over the Steelers. Steelers, right?
That was a bait and hook. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, they lost to the Steelers. They lost to the Dolphins. Lost to the Chiefs. So from 70 to 77, they were very Bills-esque.
They were the Bills.
Yeah, you're right.
Those teams don't recover.
Man, they have not been to a Super Bowl since '77. I thought Washington was bad. I was going to say the Raiders, but they've been since 2000.
03, yeah.
All right, there's your NFL roundup.
Now you know the rest of the story. The Raiders went 0-3.
Yeah, lost to Gruden. And the
Oh,
Bucs.
that's right.
Chucky, Derek Brooks.
Haven't won a playoff
Tim
game
Brown
since.
was running about a 5 flat at that time. he was way old.
That was a dominant Bucs defense with Brooks, John Lynch, Warren Sapp. Great team, great defense.
And the one, he's got the twin brother.
Oh, the Barbers, yeah, Rondé
Barber was a beast. Probably,
Virginia.
he was really the guy on that defense. That was him. He was the nickel, which is the playmaker in that defense.
I still remember, HUD, this is how good Florida State was. Yeah. Florida State was so dominant. I remember when Virginia beat them. Oh, was it Thursday night or Saturday night?
Thursday night game. Hold on. I got a good one for you on that one. 1995.
I was going to say 5 or 6.
Okay. Yeah. Was it Welsh was the coach?
George Welsh.
George Welsh.
Yeah.
I had a buddy that was the D-line coach there. He said they would give him hell in admissions about some of the kids they were trying to get admitted to Virginia, and he'd come back from those meetings yelling at the top of his lungs, "F! They want us to be like Duke. They want us to be Duke. You can't win if you're like Duke." So we're at Connecticut with Coach Skip Holtz, all right? And there's this guy on the staff who's got family back in Western PA, I think in the Newcastle area. Known for its, some guys with crooked noses, stuff like that. And just randomly out of nowhere, he says, "Boys, the word out of Newcastle is Virginia and the points." This was on Wednesday. Again, I don't like you guys talk about it. I don't think anything about it. And we're like, yeah, Florida State. They're not even going to get a punt off. That's when Florida State blocked like 60 punts that season. It was crazy. And they go down and they win on the last play of the game. Virginia wins the game. And, I mean, that's the first time as a young coach, I heard somebody say something about gambling.
Interesting.
About a game that big on a Thursday night when he said, and I knew what he meant when the word out of Newcastle.
Well, who said this to you?
Another person.
An unnamed source.
A Homo sapien, a human. You can say it. Okay, thanks, Coach.
He was part giraffe, long neck.
Wasn't Warwick Dunn like down to the 1? I'm trying to find a box score.
They lost. They ran basically a gut play, and it got stopped.
But the Barbers were on that team, I believe. That's why I brought that up.
And Brooks was gone. He was probably a rookie. And they were loaded.
Man, that was the first loss for the Florida State Seminoles in the ACC. I remember another loss they had a couple years later because I went to see the Allman Brothers in Raleigh. And John Boy and Billy, you ever listen to John Boy and Billy? You ever heard of them?
No.
They were emceeing it, and they said, "And right down the road, Torrey Holt and the Wolfpack just beat the Seminoles." Everybody was like, "Yeah!" I was like, great. But Torrey Holt lit them up on that Saturday. Cool, neat story.
Was that Terry Bowden, the head coach? Tommy Bowden.
For who?
State. I mean, was Amato the head coach then?
No. This is like Mike O'Kane, or
oh gosh,
I don't know. Amato wasn't there yet. Who was their other coach in the 90s? Dick Sheridan? That might have been before that.
He was before that.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a name on the past.
I like just talking about old names and players with Coach HUD.
It is fun.
And getting the story. I used to love doing that with Jeff Charles when he was here. I'd just say, "Jeff, do you know so-and-so? Jeff, tell me a Willis Reed story." I'm like, "Oh, Willis. I remember calling again." Like, he had a story for everybody.
Oh,
man.
Willie.
It was so good.
Oh, Willie Reed.
So cool. All right, let's get another break in. More with Greg Hudson when we return. Jenny says Mike O'Kane. You think Jenny knows? I think O'Kane was the answer there. We'll take a break, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Oh, J-Bone's going to take us to break. Let's see if he knows what he's doing. Let's see if Rain Man's got his... nice.
Turn the volume up.
And he's playing my song. Back with you after these words.
Prince song?
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rahjai Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? January 18th at the Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1. I will be there signing autographs. I will be there interacting with people. I will be there for pictures. Anything you want me to do, I'm there for it. I miss Pirate Nation. I can't wait to see you. Meet me there at Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1, January 18th. Love y'all.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Pirate Radio is excited to announce that Inky Johnson will be the 2025 Leadership Luncheon Speaker on Monday, March 17th. Inky is one of the most highly sought-after speakers in the world. Some of his clients include Chick-fil-A, State Farm, AT&T, the University of Alabama, the University of Texas, New York Knicks, New England Patriots, Baltimore Ravens, and Atlanta Braves. For sponsorship information, please contact Mark Alexander at 252-327-2173, or you can email him at mark@pirateradio1250.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk some sports or go over Greg Hudson's health report, whichever he'd like to do. You're a healthy guy, Hud.
No, judge a book by the cover.
Exactly.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Doctor. Chandler Honeycutt's here. What's up, Chan?
What's up, Clipper?
Good to have you on the show.
Yes.
I heard that you have
You've been here the whole time?
committed to being on with Bryce Williams next week.
I have.
He missed you Tuesday.
Yes.
All right.
And I apologize to Bryce. I still love him. But I was seeing somebody that I hadn't seen that has been sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good fill in there. Jamie asking, does the winner of Baltimore Buffalo determine the MVP? Jarrett's shaking his head no.
It's a regular season award.
Should it go through the playoffs?
No, because
then we just
Baltimore
give it to the Super
should
Bowl
beat
champion.
Buffalo, and that's kind of the whole point of why Josh Allen's the MVP, because he's kind of just putting it on his back and doing it himself.
Sort of like the guy that's won it the last 2 years.
P. Mahomes? Are you calling him the MVP?
Guy Baltimore.
Oh, you mean the MVP, not the Super Bowl. Yeah, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, you want to get in this debate with Jarrett? Jarrett likes arguing this Josh Allen, Lamar.
I don't like arguing it. I just...
His tone is very argumentative.
Well, that's every conversation.
That's when I just look at you.
He's a Raiders fan. He resorts to violence.
I like it.
Right out of the gate.
I don't like that, but I like the Raider fan.
It was like his second week here, and he asked if I wanted to go outside.
Raiders.
He did.
You should have said, yeah, let him walk out and close the door and lock it. You're fired.
You're fired. No, I like the combatantness of...
It's all in joking.
I know.
Loving nature.
I just have such easy questions to stop it.
I love that he's combative.
And you base this off of what? ESPN highlights? Or what Stephen A says?
Don't do that. We watch ball. We watch more ball than you watch ball in the NFL.
Yeah, you do.
We're ball knowers.
But I can tell you if that line's blocking right or not.
Well, I can tell you if the guy completed a pass or not. I'm watching the ball, not that meaningless other
Who
stuff.
screws the passing game up the most?
Justin Herbert.
Wideouts.
How's a route?
Cut the route off short, drop the ball. Split's not right. All kinds of geometry problems.
Yeah.
Run the totally wrong route, like you said.
I think I like not knowing all those details. In fact, I don't follow salaries or I don't follow any of that stuff. I just want to
cap space. Don't care.
I just want to be a fan of the team.
You have a fantasy team?
Yeah. Been doing that for years.
My team wins like 4 games a year, so I kind of just... The off season is where I get excited.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You have to get in all that stuff.
Well, if that's the case, I should be a expert on cap space.
Me too, but like with the whole Kirk Cousins thing, and maybe I was on the wrong side of history, but I was like, yeah, let's keep Kirk Cousins because what's the alternative? Like, who do we get if we don't get Kirk Cousins? And we found that out, and it was some very awful quarterbacks.
That's what I like to say when it's like we need to fire the coach. It's like, okay, what's the plan?
Yeah.
Give me the name. Who are you bringing in?
Exactly.
Who are you going to give me one of those guys? If you hear the word scheme, run.
We got to know a plan. You got to have a plan.
Grover.
Put it this way. If they don't walk in like old boy up at Detroit did to kick you in the shins.
See, I thought that was so hokey. I thought this guy's a meathead. It's not going to work.
Well,
I was
teams
way
that
off.
are playing like Detroit are playing in the championship on Monday. That's
what is it? What do you mean?
It's how Nick Saban's team would be playing and be run. No bull crap.
Yeah, I love Dan
See,
Campbell.
I said bull crap. I stepped.
You're a new man.
You're doing great, Coach.
I mean, I literally had a pause right there in my brain, which I need to stop. It's bullshit. It's Sheets gas station.
Sheets. Yeah. We censor ourselves now.
With a Z.
Let's talk about the coaches left in the. What do you think about Dan Quinn?
I think he's a really good coach. I'm not a big fan of the backwards hat.
Oh, I was about to ask you, would you wear your hat backwards on the sideline?
I would if it was and I have, but it can't have the strap.
You gotta be
right.
You gotta have the.
So it would be like the hats that you wore under Skip.
Yeah, they had the sort of
the stretch. Yeah,
yeah, I definitely would. As long as it had a cool decal on it.
Yeah.
Let's go through the other coaches left in the playoffs.
D'Amico Ryans.
Do you know? I mean, you remember D'Amico Ryans as a player, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But haven't crossed him in the coaching world because he's new to coaching.
Not at all.
How about old Andy Reid?
As good as there is.
Has he ever been in college? He's been all NFL, right?
I don't know. Was he out as a young video guy at San Francisco like in 1989?
Let's see. Andy Reid. Oh, BYU.
That's right. He was
San Francisco State.
Which is basically an internship for the Niners.
So he was actually in college from 82 to 91 before getting to the NFL.
So when was he at BYU in 85?
82.
Oh, not 85. Okay.
He was with Holmgren at the Packers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't ask the questions you know the answer to. Anyhow.
Oh, was that a flex? Like
No, I wanted confirmation.
Yeah.
That's
What
where he
about
got the walrus look from. Like they started to look like each other.
Yeah, a lot of times you see some good coaches come from the regional college team that's next to the pro team.
Right. Is that like a Bill Walsh thing or whatever when you say San Francisco? Or?
I mean, they created the West Coast offense up in Clifton at University of Cincinnati because Sid Gilman was there.
Wait, how do you create a West Coast offense in Cincinnati?
Well, it became that when he went west. But that offense started in Cincinnati with Walsh.
We're on to Cincinnati.
And they didn't hire him.
It started at Hudson's High School.
Nope, did not. They were running.
It started at Moeller. Rams, Sean McVay, Wonder Boy. You like Sean McVay?
Yeah.
I like Sean McVay. Eagles.
Serious.
What do you think about... Oh, go ahead.
Lots of hair, Joe.
What do you think about Nick Sirianni? You know anything about this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I like his pedigree, too, from where he was up in Mount Union and stuff like that.
Why is he such a punk?
I don't know if he's a punk,
He yells at his fan base after winning a game against the Cleveland Browns.
And then brings his kids to the post game. So, like, hey, I got my kids here. You can't say anything bad.
Yeah. Where's the owner and all that going, bro? What are you doing?
Why are the Harbaughs such good coaches? Speaking of John specifically with Baltimore.
Bust their ass and hold them accountable.
Where are they from originally?
Michigan.
Is that? Okay, that's a Michigan. Okay, I knew it was Michigan or Ohio. I didn't want to say the wrong one.
I don't know where Dad is originally from.
That's what I was talking about.
He might have ran through Miami of Ohio as an assistant because that's how he got linked with Bo at Michigan.
Had to be Jack Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Who has it better than us?
Nobody.
Right now, about 8 teams.
So Jack Harbaugh started in Perrysburg High School, 3 Ohio high schools.
Yeah.
Perrysburg High School.
Bowling Green, but then went to Michigan, Western Michigan. Okay.
So he went from Bowling Green to Michigan.
Bowling Green to Iowa.
No, I skipped a little bit. Bowling Green, Iowa, Michigan.
Okay. What years was he at Iowa?
71 to 73. I had no idea he was still coaching in 2006.
Yeah.
Which I guess Jim Harbaugh, was he at San Diego?
Yep.
Is that right?
That's right. He went out when he took the thing over.
He was the associate head coach at Michigan 2023.
Yeah. Wait, was that the year we played him?
Yeah.
Yes.
He beat ECU's ass.
Who has it better than us? Not East Carolina.
He's from Jack Harbaugh, Crestline, Ohio. I'm not familiar with that. All right, and then the final coach.
Again, another reason that Michigan had good coaching and players is they went from Ohio to Michigan.
They're bordered, basically. Sean McDermott. What is his path?
Former Panther defensive coordinator.
I don't know.
Yeah, he might be an all NFL guy. Omaha, Nebraska native.
I love looking at career paths.
William and Mary, 1998, and then on to the NFL. Didn't Tomlin? Am I making
Mike
that
played
up?
there.
He played there. I knew he had a William and Mary tie.
College of Knowledge refers to it.
Darryl Green, I believe, went to William and Mary. Redskins legend.
I don't know. I know somebody that's one of the guy that's in prison. Sharper went there.
Darren Sharper?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was Mike's roommate.
Boy, people don't talk about him a lot anymore. Good for him.
Well, he's in jail for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
What
a
a
good
fool.
player.
Yeah.
After that,
Not so sharper. Right? He should have been a little sharper.
is it Sharper or Sharpton?
Sharper.
Oh, okay.
Are you
Sharper.
making an Al Sharpton joke?
Once
Al
again, just
Sharp.
asking for confirmation.
Yeah. All right. You like to confirm things, huh?
Yeah. Don't like to be wrong.
Big confirming guy. All right, those are your coaches left in the
And their resumes.
NFL playoffs. Who would you like to hire to run your NFL team, Coach Hud? Who's out there? Mike McCarthy is out there.
Yep.
Nope.
Deion Sanders.
I would.
NFL?
Absolutely. He'd do the same thing that old boy's doing in Detroit. He'd hold them accountable. He's blind to the money. And when he talks, they'll listen.
Wait, he had a song called Must Be the Money.
No, he don't care what you're making. He's going to
That's so 90s.
It's better than anything Wu-Tang ever put out.
That is. Wait, who said that?
Alex Harper.
Yeah, that guy's an idiot. Ben Johnson, who's the coordinator with Detroit. His name's out there.
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn, who's the other coordinator at Detroit. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is going to get one this cycle, but he'll be back in it. He's had a great year as Washington's offensive coordinator. With
Brian
Jay Davis.
Flores is the name out there.
Brian Flores. What do you think about him?
Yeah, I mean,
you can't pick a fight with the quarterback. Like
who's
he did.
who's the guy at Detroit getting all the love? The coordinator.
Ben Johnson, offense. Aaron Glenn, defense.
Yeah, those guys.
What about Scotty Montgomery?
Who's a college coach that could make the jump to the NFL? Is there one like Sark was mentioned as a possibility?
He was an offensive coordinator for a couple years with the Falcons.
Yeah.
After he went to the Nick Saban retread.
Rehab.
I really think Marcus
Yeah.
Freeman could make the jump.
Man, you are really smoking it. Look, turn the fan on. There's a lot of smoke in there. He ain't going.
I didn't say he.
He didn't say he would. He said he could.
Like
he'd be
successfully make the
successful.
jump.
I wouldn't be able to say a guy would or could make the jump in the NFL because I don't know enough about all of it. Only just being around Mike and what he's told me.
You've told us the story of how you nearly went to the NFL.
Yeah.
Did you?
I didn't want to move, Mike. It was completely about family. I did not. I mean, I wasn't enamored about, oh my gosh, I got to get to the NFL.
Would you do that because you were buddies with Mike Tomlin, or did you want to go to the NFL?
At that point, I did want to go to the NFL.
You okay?
Yeah, absolutely. And I would have been very happy to live in the city of Pittsburgh.
Because of less like recruiting and that stuff, or
like none like recruiting.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Like zero.
Like zero.
You're just coaching
Yeah, your
ball.
recruiting is go watch the bowl down. Go watch the bowl in Mobile. You know, go watch the All Stars play or something.
Yeah. I mean, hell, Hud.
Go to the Hula Bowl.
You just said you're in the best shape you've been in since you were in high school. Get back into coaching. Go to the NFL. Be an assistant.
Nope. I'm gonna coach my grandson on how to walk. He's getting close.
Are you the man for that job?
Absolutely.
Can you handle that? All right.
Yeah. Bend your knees.
The run game coordinator. The walk game coordinator.
I'm not missing it.
There you go. That's good stuff, Hud. Hey, man, that's the good stuff.
But
That's
it's
somebody
long,
said.
man. Just thinking how long the seasons are. Man.
Yeah.
Camp in the NFL is just, I mean, even though it's not physical like it used to be, it's just long.
Time consuming.
And now the college, if you want to keep your job, you got to be near the playoffs or in them, and that's going to take you all the way through January.
Has your buddy Tomlin about worn out his welcome there?
No. Get him a quarterback.
Yeah, true.
They win too much to get a quarterback.
Can he? So should he bomb out one year?
No, but they're not going to do that. They're in purgatory.
Yeah.
Who's right on a quarterback ever, besides Peyton Manning and Luck in the last 25 years?
You mean like a number
I mean,
one?
think about it. They spend millions and millions and millions of dollars on scouting, and they still can't get it right on a quarterback, and they still can't develop them to have a good backup consistently.
Well, has there hadn't been a
just hard.
a can't miss guy since Luck, right?
It's a hard job to do.
I mean, they said
At
Caleb
number
and Trevor
one.
Lawrence. But
Yeah.
they obviously
We
have
haven't seen
kinda-
that yet. Yeah, out of them.
and they were in the, the spread hurry-up stuff.
Which, I mean, the NFL game's looking more and more like college football now. Washington goes out of shotgun.
Well, Brady was out of the shotgun 85% of the time, but he wasn't running gun read. His feet are already staggered like Marino's. You knew what was coming. The threat of him running is not there. Now, I will say that one of the plays that the Steelers had to stop near the end of the game that split them, that they ran that gut play, I don't know what they were doing. I mean, I watched that one over and over again.
Are you talking about when they were all on Lamar and Henry had the lane?
And
Is
he
that what
hit
you're
it?
talking about?
Yeah, there was. I mean, it was a cavity.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah,
I mean, that gap should be filled now. If you're looking at the quarterback, you're stupid. So sometimes I don't know if they spend enough time on option football rules, which you have to do. And there's one thing that does hamper the defenses is you're not allowed, at least in college, when you run the gun read, as soon as he pulls it, you're a tailback. So we can whack you.
Yeah.
In the pros, you got to tackle him. I used to tell the guys, hit him in the heart or tackle his belt buckle. So that slows them down a little bit, which is bullcrap for the defense.
HUD, good stuff as always. We're up against it. What you doing this weekend? You traveling or chilling?
How many times did I say it?
Traveling to Atlanta.
Oh yeah, going to the.
You feeling all right?
Yeah. Well, the game is Monday. When are you going?
Saturday.
Dude, I'm recapping, man. People don't listen to this whole thing. They switch channels. They get back in their car. It's called a recap. It's called a segment recap.
God, when I do that, you get mad at me.
Chandler, I've never been mad at you.
That's hilarious.
Are you not feeling like yourself?
Chandler, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to Atlanta with Coach HUD.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play.
You're bad luck. You're not going.
If you see Chipper Jones, tell him I said hello.
I'm bad luck. Notre Dame won when I...
No, your team that you were pulling for.
I wasn't pulling for... No, why
did you wear your Penn... Oh, you're a jersey wearer, aren't you?
No, I was not wearing Penn State stuff. No.
You definitely told us you were.
I was not wearing a Penn State jersey or anything.
He said he was going to.
Yeah, you told us.
I did, but
rewind the tape.
You
Wait,
did
do one of those recaps.
HUD, what are you doing this weekend? You got a Bob Uecker story memory? What would you, old Uke?
Man, I saw a clip of him on Johnny Carson, and they were showing a celebration. Mm-hmm. Did you seen that?
Yes.
We just watched it.
No. That's me before the game.
That was great.
Getting ready for the game.
Yeah.
I did get a chance to talk to him a little bit. I was at the Brewers playing the Reds in Cincinnati, and I went to see Coach Murphy, who at the time was still the assistant, who was the bench coach for the Brewers, and he was by himself. He was sitting in the dugout right by the door, and I looked at Murph, and I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." Now I didn't know whether that meant, yeah, go ahead, and Murph was going to laugh when I got close.
Oh, yeah, set you up.
Get the F away.
Yeah.
Which happens a lot in coaching. Yeah, go ahead, go talk to him. And he was very nice. He was funny.
Yeah.
But those commercials, the Miller Lite commercials, they got to bring them back. That's when all those guys got their start and were funny.
What a legend. HUD, thank you, man. We'll talk to you next week. Go Irish.
Go Irish.
We'll take a break, come back, switch gears, talk some baseball with the Pirate pitching coach, Austin Knight. He joins us next on Pirate Radio Live when we return after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chronic pain joint hovers. You never know when it's going to rear its ugly head, and that goes for David Garrard too. And this is why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief, treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. 252-765-PAIN. That's 252-765-PAIN. And Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near the Cracker Barrel. And IMAX is here. You can catch a movie in Greenville's only IMAX theater with laser projection, precision sound, custom theater with stadium seating, and, as always, unlimited popcorn. Get your movie tickets today at gtcinemas.com. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style at Golden Ticket Cinemas. I'd like to buy a vowel.
Shirley,
Let's
all
just
right?
go back to the show. Clip,
right.
you take it from here. I can't read, apparently.
Well done, Shirley Rhodes.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I'm looking at it now. Anything we're seeing in the theater right now? I wanted to go see Wicked, but Lily didn't want to go, so I didn't go.
I'll go see Wicked with you.
All right. Wait, you say it's not good?
You're saying it's not good?
I'm a hater of musicals. I like Broadway shows, but like musicals, I don't know.
So it's
and it was
a
3 hours long.
I don't know if I
I'm not
know
seeing
it's a
movie for
musical.
3 hours.
Wait. Do you like Phantom of the Opera?
I've never seen it.
Neither.
Oh, I can't.
I've seen Wicked live. That was awesome, but this.
Let's get to Coach Austin Knight and ask him his favorite movie. Speaking of which, sad news today, Bob Uecker passing away.
I saw
and
that.
Major League, not only my favorite sports movie, but my top 5 all-time movies.
No doubt. That was a sad day for sure. My 3-year-old watched The Sandlot for the first time the other night, so that was kind of epic for me.
No doubt. That's another classic. Good deal. Coach, welcome in. Glad to have you here, man.
Appreciate it.
And,
Thanks for having me, for sure.
Want to dive into some of these new names and on the roster and all that, but we'll talk about you a little bit as well. I said, Danny, what's a good question for Danny Beal? What's a good question for Austin Knight? And he said, you remember those Dos Equis commercials? He is the most interesting man in the baseball facility. And I said, really? He's such a laid back, calm dude, which I don't know you personally.
Right.
I just know you from here. But I think he was talking more about just kind of your background, SEC, playing for Cliff, just kind of what you've been through, and now still a young guy, but now almost a veteran in the coaching game. So I don't know. You've lived a baseball life, I guess, is what he said.
Yeah, I absolutely have. Really, growing up in the household I grew up in, my dad was a high school coach for 30 years. My grandfather was a football coach. My uncle's a college basketball coach. And so sports were always a really big thing in the Knight household. And so, which I'm thankful for, because really all of my memories growing up come from the sport, you know, which is where the passion comes from, to be honest. But yeah, I've been super fortunate.
And sports are great. I mean, it brings people together, not just like the fan bases and communities, but I still have buddies that were on my 8-9 team and now 10, 11, 12 team. So it can do a lot of great things and a lot of memories. And even watching sports, I was talking to Coach Palumbo, a fellow Washington fan, yesterday about just kind of brings back memories of going to RFK with my dad back in the day. And it's just cool what sports can do.
Yeah, those are the things you never forget. And probably those buddies you play with when you were 9, 10, 11 years old, you probably don't talk to them every day, but when you'll get together, it's
memories.
It's like you never left them, right? And so it's definitely an outlet for so many people that can create such good memories and such good experiences for people and really drive, how people go about their life to this point, So.
It's great to have you here, Coach Palumbo here, Coach Lartigue back. Some very familiar names on the staff, along with of course, Franny and Pack and those guys, because continuity is becoming more and more difficult in college athletics, especially when you look at the rosters. But at least you have that in the dugout there with the coaches. How important is that?
No doubt. And you see it. If you have social media, you see how much turnover there is every year in every sport, really. And I think just, number one, our coaching staff is awesome. The people in our offices in the dugout with us are tremendous human beings. And so that makes going to work extremely enjoyable because, like any job, if you're going to work with a bunch of jerks and you don't like being around, then it's going to be a miserable experience for you. But just, now knowing, Coach Lartigue since we played together at Ole Miss, and Coach Goblin since, he coached me at Ole Miss, and now being with Coach Palumbo for, including the COVID season, going on this 6th season, and knowing Pack from back when he was playing, there's just a lot of familiarity and a lot of comfortability, and it just allows you to go do your job at the highest level every single day because the people that are in there are working extremely hard and they have your back and you got their back.
Austin Knight joining us. Yesterday we had Ryan Meadows on. He's got the pitching catching clinic going on at Lenoir Community College next weekend. And I like it because he has a hitting camp, and he doesn't just have a pitching camp. It's a pitcher-catcher camp, and without a catcher, you don't have a pitcher.
You need the catchers to be able to pitch.
So with your background and everything, like how important are the catchers you bring into your staff and working with those guys?
Man, they're arguably the most important piece. Even more important than some coaches at times, because those guys they're the ones that kind of running the show on the field, and having a guy that can kind of think with you and understands the game, understands how you're trying to pitch to guys, understands the pitchers, it's just so beneficial. You think about Justin Wilcoxon being in our program for as long as he was.
Yeah.
When he went out there, man, you never had a doubt about him being on the same page, being locked in with the pitcher, understanding what it took to help those guys perform at the highest level. And so just having somebody back there that can understand the flow of the game and stay in rhythm with the game is crucial. And it's hard to have a good team if you don't have a good catcher.
On that note, we saw some Walker Barron last year. Looks like you brought in a veteran as well. What does the catcher position look like for ECU this
Yeah,
season?
so we got 3 guys now. So obviously Walker's back for his sophomore year. John Collins is basically a 35-year-old catcher for us now. He's always been in college for a long time, has some juice in the bat. And then Michael Klinich is a freshman from Orlando, and all 3 guys are talented and work extremely hard. And really, I've seen a great jump from Walker behind the plate, and he's definitely working extremely hard to be on the same page with those pitchers and ask questions and to understand what we're trying to do with each guy. But Walker is super talented. He's really gotten a lot better of receiving and blocking the baseball, and he's always had a tremendous arm back there. And so excited to see those 3 guys go to work this spring and obviously continue to work with our pitching staff and get them to be as good as they can possibly be.
Someone asked on the chat yesterday when Coach Palumbo was here about Jake Hunter, and had some positive news regarding Jake, but can you give us an update on where he is?
Yeah, for sure. So Jake is going to face live hitters this weekend for the first time since the injury, and so his rehab has been awesome. He's really been on schedule the whole time. Knock on wood, has not had any setbacks to this point, and really looks tremendous. He's taken this time to get his body in the best shape that he's ever been in, and now the throwing protocol that he's been under it's been pretty heavy. Like those return to throws. It's a lot to go through, and so his arm is in tremendous shape as well. And so I think I'm just more excited of the fact that he's in a great place. He's healthy now, and he's gonna obviously continue to be built up moving into the season, and even in the early parts of the season, it will still be a build for him. It's not like he's gonna roll out there on opening day and go throw 7 innings or anything like that. But excited for him. He's such an awesome kid, and he's been with me for 4 years, so that's my guy. That's my guy. I love him to death, and we've been through it together. And so excited to see, number one, how much he's developed as a leader, but number 2, that he's going to be healthy and be able to impact this pitching staff in a high manner.
Coach, let me ask you what it's like having a guy like Colby Wallace. You kind of go to him out of necessity towards the end of last year, and he shows what he can do on the mound. And Palumbo kind of joked that you guys kind of play tug of war of, hey, I need him. No, I need him. So how about him as a pitcher going into this year? Will he be used, and kind of what do you see from Colby?
Yeah, I think he'll probably be used in a similar manner that you saw at the end of the year last year. Colby is awesome, super competitive, and really this winter and even into January with his throwing is the first time that we've really built him up more as a pitcher than an infielder. Now, he's obviously going to play the infield, right? But in the fall, I'm more hands-off with him. Let him go get his reps on the infield. Let him go get his at-bats. He'll throw an inning here and there. And then, once we gave him a little bit of rest in November, when he started throwing again, we built his arm back up as a pitcher. And so he's been, off the mound. He'll face some live hitters this weekend as well. But, yeah, I see a similar role, kind of a stopper in the bullpen, a guy that we can bring in to go fill up the zone and go attack hitters, because that's what his strengths is there's no fear in Colby. He's competitive. He's going to go and he's going to give you some quality outs for sure.
Well, I guess we think from the outside, all right, what's a guy going to do from February to May, June during the season? But the off-season planning has got to be a big part of it, right? Like how much you want these guys to throw, how much you want them to rest. You know, how kind of intricate is that part of what you do?
It's very intricate. And so basically, you know, when you come here in the fall, really all the freshmen, the young guys, they're built up from the summer up until the end of August. And so once we hit kind of September, we'll start working off the mound and go 4 weeks of bullpen work. And, you know, that's the time that we're getting them into our system. We're not changing a ton of things at that point. But they're all expected to throw in the fall. Now, with our returners, let's say they go pitch in the summer or something of that manner, because there is experiences during the summer you want guys to go do, you know, Team USA, Cape Cod League, or whether you're a freshman that didn't pitch a lot, you need to go get some innings. And so once they finish up in the summer, depending on what their workload looks like, it's more of a year process of like, hey, this is kind of the amount of innings that we want to keep you at. And if you hit that before you get back in the fall, then you're going to take some time in the fall to get in the weight room, not throw the baseball, and we'll build you up later in the fall and kind of attack the things that we need to get better at, right? And so they kind of get bucketed off. It'll be, you know, 3 buckets of guys who maybe they'll have a shortened fall, maybe it'll be a later fall where they're pitching in the fall towards the back end of the fall. There's the younger guys and the guys who need the innings who are going to pitch the entire fall, and then you'll have those returners who, you know, it'll be more specific for what they need and how much rest they have. But the planning process of it is, you know, of course, is like you said, intricate.
Yeah, you're tracking guys during the game, during the year, obviously, but also during the off season.
During the off season, how many stressful throws did you have? How many stressful innings did you have? Did you throw a light load in the spring and then a heavy load in the summer, and then you're coming in the fall and you're taxed, right? So like we want to make sure that our guys are able to compete at a high level for sure.
In a perfect world, it's a video game. Everybody's got 99 stamina and ready to go for February, but this is real life. So how about that, Coach? How are we health wise with the staff as a whole?
We're in a good place. We're in a good place for sure. We had a couple of guys just with some nagging, persistent injuries, such as guys like Brett Antolik, who had a hip procedure in October, who's working his way back, and a couple of guys that we shut down that were in the fall that were working our way back. But pretty much the majority of our staff outside of those few guys are going to be facing hitters this weekend. And pretty much the rest of those guys outside of Antolik probably will be ready for opening weekend. It's looking like, as long as everything continues to go the way that we want it to go, for sure.
Not a ton of recognizable names with this staff. I see D'Lo, I see Ethan Norby, Jaden Winter, guys like that. We mentioned Jake Hunter. So there are a few, of course, but a lot of new faces on this list. Well, I'll talk about some of the returners first. Ethan Norby, put him in some high stress situations as a freshman, and we saw him come up big. How excited are you for him to grow even more?
Really excited, and I think that experience is huge, but also excited because we've addressed some things that he needed to address, and he's a better product now. And so even than what he was as a freshman, which I know that's crazy to say because he was a freshman All-American last year, but I really feel like he is a better pitcher. There's more power in there. He's throwing harder. His off-speed pitches are better. He's still commanding it at a high clip. He's doing, he's really made a pretty substantial jump, and we've added some things with some deception and whatnot, but excited to see him for sure. And he finished the fall on a really high note and has really just taken that and leapfrogged into the spring and has looked awesome so far.
Danny said that Ethan is a guy that can kind of get in his own head at times. Like, yes. All these guys are individuals, so do you treat it that way? Like, I can say something to Ethan that maybe I can't say to Jackson DiLorenzo, that kind of thing?
Those two are kind of similar, to be honest with you. But yeah, absolutely. You have to, right? It's like any human relationship. Yeah. If I treat you like I treat whoever, then, you got to make sure that you're reaching the individual and making sure that you're getting your message apart. And yeah, Norby is certainly that kind of guy. And so he has to stay in a more competitive mindset more often because, as soon as he starts, getting his head about things or see some expectations, letting that kind of not worry him, but sit on his shoulders, then he is not free on the field, right? And so everybody is different, though, and that's part of being a former catcher and being a coach's son. You got to wear a bunch of hats. Yeah. You got to wear a bunch of hats. You have to be able to reach these kids and and be more than just the coach on the field. Be the friend off the field, the guy that they can come to for advice. They can sit in the office house and, shoot the bull and hang out some. I think that's important because whenever you do have something of importance to say, they're willing to listen to it.
Austin Knight joining us. Johnny Stats is checking in. Johnny Robertson, he says ECU is the only pitching staff in the nation that has had at least 625 strikeouts in each of the last 4 seasons. Congratulations, Coach, on the job well done. I don't know where he gets this stuff from, but it's usually accurate. So.
A coach is only as good as his players, I'll tell you that. When you have Trey Savage rolling out there, it makes it a lot easier.
Johnny does, and speaking of that, he says in 4 years you've had 2 pitchers drafted in the first round, 1 in the second round. Who on this roster could possibly work their way into that situation in the future?
Yeah, I think that you've got a handful of guys, really. That's the thing that is exciting about this pitching staff. And though it is inexperienced, there's a lot of very talented arms on this staff. And so you talk about, I know people have talked about him already, but Sean Jenkins is, I don't want to toot his horn because I'll have to bring him back down tomorrow, but he's really one of the most talented freshmen that we've ever had, and he's younger than he's supposed to be at this age, and works as if he wants to be a major leaguer one day. And so you have guys like that. Brett Antolik, who is a transfer from Texas A&M, has got just some of the best pure stuff that we've really had here, and that was even on a messed up hip this fall. He's running the ball up to 96 miles an hour with really good secondary pitches. And so I think, over time, now, like anything, those things take time and it takes experience and it takes going and doing it a little bit. But over time, you could certainly see a couple of guys transform themselves into fairly high draft picks in the future.
I'm looking at heights here, as you mentioned, Antolik 6'3", you got Hunter listed at 6'4", Jaden Winter, tall guy, and then you got D'Lo, who's listed at 6 foot, maybe. I don't know. But, is there a frame you recruit or you'd rather have, or does it matter? If you can pitch, you can pitch?
I think in the recruiting process, you're looking for multiple things. And so you're looking for durability. You're certainly looking for a frame that is imposing, that is that you're going to look out there and be like, oh, man, that's a big physical guy on the mound.
See Trey or Gavin, you get a little nervous, I would think, going to the box.
That's right. Especially, with right-handed arms. That's something that you're definitely looking for. Left-handers don't fall from trees too often, so you just got to go get the best ones available.
Not a lot of Randy Johnsons.
Man, I wish we had a couple more. I watch videos of that guy all the time. Yeah. It's like, I don't know how anybody ever hit him.
Yeah.
But with right-handed arms, you're certainly looking for a frame. You'd like them to be tall, of course, but it's got to be a durable, strong frame, one that you feel like you can continue as they get into college to fill out and get stronger and put on weight with. And so that's definitely something you're looking for. And then from the pitching side of things, you're looking for, just like you would be with the position player, you're looking for a tool set that's going to translate immediately. And so whether that's a fastball with big carry that he throws hard and can command, or it's a really, really good slider, or a really good breaking ball, or it's a combination of all of it where a guy can really pitch and commands his own and limits freebies and all that stuff. And so there's certainly a profile that in recruiting that Coach Palumbo and myself and Coach Godwin, we put forth and we look for sure.
Austin Knight joining us. Let's take a break. We'll go another 10 minutes or so with Coach Knight. If you got a question, you can get it in on YouTube as we talk East Carolina baseball. Pirates 1 month away from getting underway at Clark LeClaire Stadium. We'll be back with you on Pirate Radio Live with Coach Austin Knight after this.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rahjai Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Harris breaks free, makes a man miss. It's a foot race. Rahjai Harris, 86-yard touchdown.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? January 18th at the Shimmer. I will be there signing autographs. Anything you want me to do, I'm there for it. Meet me there at Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1, January 18th. Love y'all.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Do
life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kairos Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kairos Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kairosfloats.com. Kairos Float and Wellness Studio, restful intentions.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
This is Dr. Anthony Skellick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com, and go Pirates!
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio.
Here it is a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in Eastern North Carolina. And they've got something going on every night of the week. Coming up on Friday night, the Dawson Wright Band will be performing. And then on Saturday, it's the Chip Perry Band. And ladies, you get in free all weekend long. And don't forget Sunday Fun Day. You can kick off the day at the Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs. And they do a weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock. You can score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, speaking of the Buck, Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, 3 games involving top 25 teams tonight in college basketball. Memphis will be at Temple, and Big Ten action. Minnesota hosting Michigan, and Gonzaga going to Corvallis to face Oregon State. Tonight, college hoops on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. Talking baseball with ECU pitching coach Austin Knight. Coach, what is the, how does it work when a pitcher wants to add pitches, or when you want a pitcher to this offseason, hey, let's work on something? Do they go to you? Do you go to them? Is it a mix? How does it work when guys want to add something to the arsenal?
I think it's a little bit of both. It depends on kind of what they have in that moment, right? It's like, what does your mix look like right now? How can we make it better? Is there a pitch that we can add that helps bridge the gap between your fastball and your changeup, or your fastball and your slider? And luckily now we have so many resources, and we have TrackMan, which really spits out ball flight data, and we use it for every bullpen, and we have video systems, and we have so many resources that we can utilize that it's very easy to tell if a pitch is good or if a pitch is bad, and if we need to go in a different direction with it, right? And so seldom is it a player just coming up and saying, hey, I want to throw this pitch, because most of the time I'm just going to say, I don't know about that, right? Because they're going to say, well, I'm going to say, why? And they're not going to have a good answer most of the time. But usually it's like, hey, this is what you do extremely well. This is what your best secondary pitch is right now. Now, our goal is to make your best two pitches even better, right, by not having to utilize them as much. So let's add a little cutter in here. Let's add a little, change up or split or whatever. And a lot of that has to go with the biases that each pitcher has, and what their limitations are physically and what they're good at physically, to be honest. Because some guys can throw a 92-mile-an-hour slider and some guys can't. And it's not something that you're going to just be able to teach into them, right? And so it all has to do with the specifically with the player and what we're trying to accomplish with each guy.
This is a total, fan eating a pizza, watching the game question. It's not a great question, but I do want to, I asked Danny Bill this, and he had a pretty good answer. I want to ask you, why do more guys, if they don't have the high-end velocity, and maybe more so guys that are at the end of their career, but it could work for a Danny Bill or somebody, learn to throw a knuckleball? What's the answer to that, Coach?
Because people don't practice hitting knuckleballs, and knuckleballs, you can't guess what it's going to do. If you ever
even if you're throwing it,
even if you're throwing it,
right.
If you've ever caught a knuckleball, it's man, it is impossible, right? Because there's just 0 RPMs. The ball doesn't spin. And so to the eye, it looks like it's going here, 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 and then it's over here. And, we watched as a team, we watched the documentary, the Red Sox documentary on Netflix. It's an awesome documentary. And Tim Wakefield was all over it, obviously, God rest his soul. But his catcher, Doug Mirabelli, back in the day, had the humongous catcher's mitt, like a first base mitt, double the size. Because that ball's just dancing and everything else. And so I think it's a way to not tax your arm, but also it's a very that pitch performs extremely well if you're able to have someone who can catch it and you can throw it into the strike zone.
There's a reason there's so we bring up R.A. Dickey. He did it late in his career, won a Cy Young, and Tim Wakefield was great at it as well, obviously. One thing Danny did do that you can do, the arm angles. And I feel like I talk more to hitters about this. Do you change your stance? Do you do anything different? I don't ask pitchers that a lot, but how about that as far as the fundamentals and what they do, and maybe you notice something, hey, let's try it from this slot. How do those conversations work?
Yeah, I think it's all again, it's player specific. So with Danny's gonna give me some crap about saying this, but Danny, after his sophomore year, he was just a generic stock right-hander. Didn't really do anything that could get hitters out at a really high clip.
Yeah.
And so we were more so hey, we've got to figure something out, or it might not work here. And so, credit to him, he worked hard at it, and he was able to maximize that. And, people may sleep on Danny, but he's really one of the best relievers that's ever pitched at East Carolina through the last 2 years, with the amount of appearances and what he was able to do for our team. But there's also guys that, they grow up training a specific way, But when they get to you, you start realizing that maybe they're moving out of pattern, right? Maybe they want to move more rotationally, and they're trying to climb the arm up because they're trying to get a vert on the fastball. We have a freshman now, Tyler Brashear. He was kind of that guy. He's wanting to move this way, and he would just pull fastballs from over the top. So he dropped his arm angle, and he's been much, much better ever since, right? And so it's more about, how your body wants to move and what can we do to make you unique, right? Because if you got a team full of stock right-handed pitching, you're not gonna be too successful, I don't believe.
Austin Knight joining us. We'll talk about. So I didn't know this rule was going into effect. Is there a new double bag rule? He said. Jamie says, "Will ECU be using double bags? Is it up to the conferences?"
Yeah, we're gonna be using it. We have it out there now. Because they're going to use it in postseason baseball anyway, and so they leave it up to the conferences and they vote on it. But we're going to be using it for the entirety of the season.
So for people that don't know, this is the bag in foul territory.
It's the softball bag. Yeah. And so it's creating a new running lane.
Yeah.
And so the batter is now, they'll have an orange base on the right side, white base in the normal place, and so the runner will be, now they have to run through the orange base, so that because there's been so many just with the rule with the runner's lane, there's been so many issues where guys may bunt the ball and they may be out of the running lane for 2 seconds, and then they're in the running lane after that, but they still are called out in replay because they're out of it at some point, and so they just nipped that in the bud basically.
We made a pretty big deal about the pitch clock when it first came around, and I will say, as an observer, I can tell the games are moving quicker. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for the players playing, but is it kind of an afterthought now, or is it still something you got to work on, talk about to your guys?
You still got to practice it, especially with the freshmen, right? Part of our philosophy from a pitching perspective was always to go fast, right? We always wanted to move fast, we wanted to work fast, we wanted to spend less time getting the sign and all that anyway. And so I feel like that transition wasn't a big deal for us, but when freshmen come in, they have no understanding of it. They don't know how it works, and they also don't realize that you actually have a lot more time than you think you do. Especially, now
you don't need to rush yourself.
You don't need to rush yourself. Yeah. It doesn't, like, your tempo is your tempo. You don't have to worry about trying to speed on the rubber and throw the pitch. Especially now with electronic, pitch calling and all those things, it makes it really, really easy for our guys because we can get the sign in there immediately. They don't have to toe the rubber then get it. And so, I wouldn't say it's an afterthought because you still got to talk about it and teach it, but it's just something you got to get in rhythm with, and then you don't really think about it or worry about it too much after that.
Are ECU pitchers allowed to shake you off? And if so, how often do you get shook off?
Absolutely. They can, whatever, honestly, truly. It's not something that I don't really care about that, as long as they have a reason for what they're trying to do, or they didn't have feel for that pitch, because ultimately they're the ones that are on the field and they're the ones that are making the pitch. I'm in the dugout calling it, right? And so, obviously we have the data, we have the information. There's certain guys, like when I'm preparing for teams and we're preparing the pitchers and this team and the staff for who we're going to play, there's certain guys who have traits that they're really good at hitting specific pitches. And so we'll say, hey, listen, I know your best pitch is your slider or your changeup, but we can't overuse it to this guy. You can still use it, but we can't overuse it. And so they'll have that in the back of their head sometimes. But when in doubt, man, any pitch that they have full conviction in,
right,
I'm all for, right? Go throw that pitch, dude. Go get him out. I'm never going to say a word. Every time Trey Savage shook me off last year, he struck the hitter out. Every single time. Yeah, I told Heath Blackman that sitting in the dugout. He's like, he'd shake me off with 2 strikes every once in a while, and I'd be like, well, this is going to be a strikeout. So, hey, we'll boys go pack it up. We're getting off the field here.
Austin Knight joining us. Coach, before we let you go, I know Pirate fans do want to hear more. You've mentioned some of the new names, but who are some other guys, some new faces you're excited about on your pitching staff?
Yeah, so we got a transfer from Oklahoma. His name's Brad Pruitt. Awesome arm, really good stuff. Let's see, Ethan Young is a transfer, a junior college transfer with really, really big stuff. Was anywhere 93, 96. All those guys are power right-handers who just really need to get out there and get some experience and continue to learn, but they've looked awesome. Freshman-wise, we talked about Sean plenty. Bradley Zayak is another freshman from Virginia. Throws a ton of strikes from an interesting arm angle with 4 pitches. Ian White has a really, really good slider that I feel like can get right-handers out immediately. There's plenty of them, right? I mean, we can go down the roster and I can give you the breakdown. Let's just keep going.
And do you plan on these guys getting action? Like, is
Yeah.
it kind of up in the air right now?
100%.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of, you coming into a season and you not having as many experienced arms.
Yeah.
Is, well, the only way they're going to get experience, like coaching, the only way you're going to get experience is by doing it.
They'll go
right?
to prove it.
Yeah, go prove it.
Yeah.
And that's, early in the season, that's, we're gonna put some guys out there in
Right.
some situations that they're gonna succeed, but they'll grow from either way.
It makes you nervous but excited too, right?
Yeah, whatever. It makes me excited about the future, right?
Yeah.
It makes me excited to get these young guys out there and get some of these, transfers out there and just get them to feel our environment, feed off our environment. And, with this team specifically, because there's so many new players, like, we're going to be better at the end of the season than we are at the beginning.
Sure.
That doesn't mean we're going to suck at the beginning of the season, because I don't see that happening, right? But at the end of the season, whenever these guys get experience and they get confidence and they understand who they are even better and what this looks like they're going to be so much more seasoned. And, that ultimately is kind of the recipe you'll want, is to learn the game and hit your stride towards the end of the year anyway.
Yeah, should be a fun ride, man. I'm looking forward to it. Coach Austin Knight joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coach, we appreciate it. We'll see you Media Day. We'll probably see you. We might see you on the Danny Beal show, I heard.
Yes.
If he can lock you in.
Yes. Well,
make sure he's paying
He needs
you.
to call my people.
Yeah, exactly.
Danny just jumps in and is like, hey, you want to do it here? And I'm like, dude, I got a family. And so I think we're doing it on Monday, but
Good deal.
We'll see about that.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enjoyed
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
We'll take a break. When we return, Caiden Norman will join us. We'll see what Caiden's got going on, talk some NFL playoffs, and Notre Dame, Ohio State. Got that, and our Fleet Feet rundown on the way after this.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
How much America's in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and legs made of drones. Then add even more America. More America. More America. Four Loko USA. Tastes like freedom.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Pirate Radio, no one can outwork us. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room is your favorite place in downtown Greenville for lunch, dinner, or drinks with friends. 5th Street Hardware serves lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Saturdays and Sundays. Follow 5th Street on Instagram for the latest events and specials. 5th Street, right beside the State Theater in downtown Washington. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Busy edition of Pirate Radio Live. So busy, we're going to move Jeff Nadu to Friday's show where we'll talk NFL playoffs and Ohio State, Notre Dame. We welcome in now former Pirate QB, one of the knowingest ball knowers of all time, Caiden Norman. I think so.
You think so?
After seeing a year of you and the picks and the insight.
You're a ball knower, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that, but you are a ball knower.
Caiden Norman, parentheses, between ball knower.
Yep, that is you. Caiden, hadn't seen you in a while. You've been world traveling.
I know. Well, I don't know the last time I did see you, actually. It might have been before the holidays.
Pre-military bowl.
No, I think I saw it. I called in military bowl.
Yeah, you won't see nothing that night.
Nah, I was fine. No one cares about emotion these days.
So let's run it down. London, military bowl.
Annapolis, Las Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot about Maui, but
Maui Gym.
Excuse me, Maui Gym.
I had a fun winter, so there's no more travel for a long time.
I was like you Sunday night watching Washington play without alcohol. I got emotional, got a little nervous. Like I get that way.
Yeah.
I'm not like picking on you.
No, it's fine. I just want everyone to know it's all emotion, 100% emotion.
Yeah.
When your team's fired up and you see your team with a little bit of success after a down season. Clip, I know your Commanders, Redskins, whatever you guys like to call them.
I like to call them divisional round participants.
Yeah, they've had a number of those bad seasons. So.
And you were a part of the team that got walloped in Raleigh.
Every year we got walloped. Not one game, multiple games. So it's fun to see.
Yeah.
All right.
That was my first ECU bowl game. For a fun fact for you guys.
I'm glad y'all got to go.
Yeah.
And old Morgan Ehlers filling in on the 5th quarter.
How was he?
He was good.
Really?
It was fun. Well, it was an easy show for the most part because we had a lot of happy drunk callers. You didn't have a lot of, drama. Yeah.
Yeah. He had no adversity.
Exactly.
No adversity calls.
Yeah. I would be a little worried if it got negative because Morgan will go after somebody if he needs to.
He's a feisty guy.
He's a little feisty. All right, one game left in college football. That's something to cry about. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Irish have been impressive, man. Very impressive.
I think the Irish put up a fight. I think Caiden thinks otherwise.
No, I think they put up a fight against Penn State. That's what I think.
I'm talking about on Monday. Coming up on Monday.
I'm not there yet. So I think they put up a fight against Penn State. I think they got lucky against Penn State. I took Notre Dame in that game, But Riley Leonard, he didn't look. He looked shaky the entire game until about that last drive when you needed him. He didn't look confident at all. He wasn't staying in the pocket. The line didn't protect too well either. I was actually in Caesar's Palace with Holton screaming. Hopefully they kept the back of him because he looked confident in there. But I think Ohio State wallops them. I think it's 10 points or more.
Are you more worried about Ohio State's offense just looking like they did against Oregon, or Notre Dame's offense not being able to keep up, or both? Like, what's the biggest thing drawing you back from Notre Dame?
I think both. I think when Notre Dame can't control the time possession, they're screwed. And you saw that a little bit against Penn State until they finally got the game under them. But if you see what they do against Georgia, then it's a whole different game. I just think the Ohio State defense is too good, and there's too much firepower on that offense for Notre Dame to control that game like they did.
And what a story it is, Ryan Day. You look at him.
Not a fan.
I know.
I'm not a fan, but I know he's going to win the game.
Yeah, that pitiful
If he
performance
doesn't,
against Michigan.
If he doesn't win the game, is there a chance they?
No.
But there are Ohio State fans though who I know are ready to scream "Fire Ryan Day."
And then they'll write the check.
They're not
get him
gonna-
out.
Nah, he'll stay.
But if they do lose, Sean, and they got Michigan at home next year, right? Was this year in Ann Arbor? And if they lose that one, that's it. That's it. That's got to be it.
I don't know. If he wins this one, I think he's good for a while.
Oh, if he wins, he's good. I'm just saying, if they lose. I talked about this with Coach Mack earlier this week, Caiden. Like, you want to say Freeman and what he's got going at Notre Dame, oh, man, this is the start of something huge. But can you even say that, like, in today's college football, the way things change and portal quarterbacks and all that? Like, he can build, I guess, a program, culture, whatever, but it's not like the 80s or whatever. Like, I don't know. Do you think he can sustain this and Notre Dame can be a relevant power every year?
I think they can. One thing is, like, the portals, like, you can get these great guys to come in, but it's all about, can you get the guys to mesh? Because you can get a world-class roster, but if it's a bunch of guys who don't like each other, can't mesh, like, they're not going to play well. And I think, Freeman, he's just such a likable guy. And you can tell that by his players and all the interviews, especially the videos they see of him. They like him. So I think he's a definite player coach. And I think he's doing a good job. I don't know what the special sauce is. I think he's a little bit, part of it's just like swagger, and part of it's just he knows ball as well for a coach. And obviously coaches need to know ball. But funny enough, I actually was talking to an Ohio State fan the other day. They want Freeman if they get rid of Day ever.
There you go.
He's an alum.
Yeah, he's a Buckeye.
But I think to show what he did at Notre Dame versus Brian Kelly, and I know it's kind of Brian Kelly's in that old era versus that new era with Freeman, but I think it shows, there's definite success and definite skill there for him.
Is it an old dinosaur way of thinking that, like, Notre Dame can't just bringing in quarterbacks on a one-year deal and getting this done? Or can they? I mean, is that the new way to do it?
They might.
Because it's been, the last 3 straight years, right, that they've done this.
It was Hartman, obviously. Who was before?
I can't remember.
Newman.
Jamie Newman from Wake.
Oh, wow. I forgot Jamie Newman went there.
Jamie Newman.
Wasn't one to write home about, but.
No. But they are probably going to do it again, right? Wait, Newman didn't go there?
No.
Let's look up Notre Dame quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian Book.
Book it.
It was someone not that good.
It was Ian Book.
They might do it again, but they also have a really good backup if he stays there another year, if he has any more eligibility.
From high school, like a recruit?
No, I think.
And they had Jack Cohn.
Wow, you have a good memory of Notre Dame quarterbacks.
He was at Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so does he count? He went to Wisconsin first.
Yeah.
Yep, Wisconsin to Notre Dame. So they had a one-year guy there. Then they had Drew Pine. Drew Pine he started at Notre Dame. Okay, interesting. Then they went Hartman and then Leonard. So 3 out of the last 4 years, they've had a starter, basically. Who's this Butchner guy? He also started at Notre Dame. 3 out of the last 4 years, they've had a rent a QB, basically.
That's a good phrase for
and
it.
It's worked.
Rent a quarterback.
Yeah.
I think they have a good quarterback behind Leonard right now.
I'm sure we've asked you this. If the portal was a thing when you were playing, would you have transferred to try to go play somewhere?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, you could still transfer when I was around.
But
it's a lot more difficult.
Didn't have to sit out or anything?
I don't know. It probably would have went to FCS or something.
Yeah, put up some numbers.
Maybe. I had 6 years of eligibility, so I only played 4, had a COVID year, and then a redshirt year I never used. Maybe if you get to that 5th or 6th year, maybe I would have thought about it. I don't know. I loved it here, though. I loved everything about East Carolina.
Let me see if Caiden Norman's on this list.
What's the list?
Most passing yards, North Carolina High School.
I don't know how low I'd be for that. I might be on top.
Didn't you have some records?
I went to Cleveland.
Didn't you have some records?
I had the highest completion percentage. Yep.
All right, here's some names on this list. Chris Leak, Sam Howell,
Chaz Surratt,
Holton Ahlers. Heard of him. We go down the list to number 25, Caiden Norman.
There we go.
7,558 yards. Ahead of Heath Schuler. That's, you don't know that name. Pierre Parker. Play safety here at ECU. Drake May.
My time.
You're ahead of Drake May.
Hey,
Paul Troth.
You're ahead of Paul Troth, who played here at ECU. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. You can show your kids one day.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Hendon Hook.
Did you start all 4 years in high school?
No. My last two, junior, senior.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I played receiver my sophomore year. So my freshman year when I first got here on scout team, it was me and Kingsley Affetti running scout team. Kingsley would go in and play quarterback. I would go play receiver. And then we did like trick plays on scout team. We had like the trick plays period, and me and Kingsley would throw the ball back and forth and throw it downfield. We were filthy on scout team that first year.
Absolutely filthy. Let's take our last break. We'll come back, get ready to wrap it up with Caiden Norman here on a Thursday. See if he's got any NFL playoff picks for me. How's he feel about my guys taking on the Lions? We'll find out when we return after this.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with US Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. US Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. US Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Buyers are ready now. Many buyers are expecting interest rates to adjust in 2025, and they're getting ready to start their home search ahead of the spring market when competition increases.
Visit our website at encpiraterealty.com to connect with our experienced team of agents. Go Pirates!
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
This is Mac McCarthy, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back, and it was another down day for the stock market. The Dow dropped 68 points at 43,153. The NASDAQ was down 172 at 19,338, and the S&P was down 12 at 5,937. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
With Caiden Norman, we got a new edition of the... Should I start calling it the Caiden Norman Show?
I guess so. I tried to push it.
I heard.
But
Anthony Smith on the Holt Naylor Show with Caiden Norman. As I told Holton Wednesday before the interview, he seems like a very chill dude. After talking to him, would you agree?
So chill. Like, the chillest guy. Like, see, I've only known him on the field, like at practice in the game. He's like an animal, like barking, yelling, calling for the ball. And usually those guys are a little bit more excited in person. No, he was chill as a cucumber.
Laid back. Check out that interview, Pirate Radio TV. Caiden likes Ohio State minus the points Monday. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts on the NFL playoffs?
Well, I'm wishing you a win so you can be happy and not miserable the rest of the year. But honestly, outside of...
Who you got? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Ravens, Bills.
I only like player props there, but I like Lamar. I think Lamar's going to do it.
All right, there you go. Caiden, good to see you again, man.
Good to see you, Clip.
Let's do it again next week. We'll have you on a little longer.
Yeah, it's my own fault this week.
Well, a little bit of me, a little bit of you.
A little bit of me, a little bit of you.
We'll talk to you Friday on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew here, Shirley Rhodes, intern Logan, thanks for hanging out with us. J-Bone, Chan Man, and Caiden Norman, 25th all-time passing yards in North Carolina high school history. I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks.